Yes. You weren't on that plane yesterday, were you, Terry?
No.
Oh, okay.
No.
I was thinking about who could have been on the plane.
That you knew?
Yeah, my sister's supposed to fly out to L.A. on Friday.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I didn't know that until I called home.
Oh, wow.
I knew she was supposed to fly out during the week. I didn't know, of course, that the plane took off from L.A. and then came back.
Right.
It was like as soon as I turned on the TV to see this plane circling,
Yeah.
and then I watched it. I was hooked for like 2 hours.
Oh, yeah. It's crazy. Crazy.
Lands just perfectly.
Yeah,
that would have done me in, I think.
What was that now?
I think that would have done me in.
What, just watching yourself on TV on the plane there, like all the other passengers?
Yeah.
The testimony that everyone seems to be sharing from those that were on the plane is that everyone remained perfectly calm.
Yeah.
Stephen would have been running up and down the aisles going, we're all going to die!
He's a pretty scared.
Done that.
He's a scared flyer anyway, though.
Yeah.
He gets very nervous.
Well, I think I was going to say I wouldn't know, but I did fly with him once, and he must have kept it very much under wraps because I didn't notice that he was that nervous.
Oh, I keep that stuff from you.
Oh, jeez. That time we took that day trip to Oakland to see a Seahawk game.
That's right. You guys used to, do that yearly.
Well, we did it
We
once.
did it a couple times, I thought.
Did we do it twice, Stephen?
We did do it twice.
We did it twice!
You guys were friends.
It's so memorable that we didn't even realize.
Yeah.
I missed those stories about people. It wasn't peeing off.
Urinated on us.
Yeah.
Oh, that's right. Someone peed off the top deck of the Oakland County Coliseum. That's right. Whatever it was.
Right. You guys made a mad dash to the airport after the loss.
Well, I guess there are some memories that obviously have been suppressed because I didn't even remember we went twice.
Right. We were looking for a cab and we kept walking down the street.
Stephen, if you tell me we held hands now, I'm going to really freak out. Yeah, that's right. We almost walked all the way from the stadium to the airport because there was not a cab to be found, Terry.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
You were in Raider country, man.
Yes, and Stephen with a thyroid and a shin splint, so it was really quite the chore.
Sitting down for 4 quarters really gets the old shins aching, huh?
Oh, my gosh.
I had to carry him half the way.
Oh, man.
Wow.
Maybe I should start that back up.
No.
And have Hot Shot join in. Wow, what a threesome.
Oh, jeez. Traveling to Oakland was fun, but a day trip, it was
Okay.
I mean, at the time, one of my best friends played for the team, Terry. That was one of the reasons I was inspired to go. But
I understand.
that's not the case anymore.
No.
Now I'll take a Redskin day trip.
Okay. Boy, that's a long day trip.
It's a long day, but it was good times.
Man, the only airline that has a TV at every seat has the plane having to make an emergency landing, and these people pretty much watching the movie of what they thought could have been their death.
I know.
Oh, I have the Steve at home. We all die.
It's probably better, though, to watch what's going on.
Well,
I would think.
They said they didn't realize how big a deal it was until they saw themselves on TV.
Right.
I'm surprised that didn't make someone freak out. We interrupt this Hurricane Rita catastrophic news for the death of an airline.
Yeah.
You're saying that's going to calm them down?
Well, I don't know how they were presenting it on the TV. I mean, if they were presenting it as the death of an airline, I think that would be...
They were pretty much presenting it as the death of an airline.
Watch this.
They were pretty amazed when the plane landed safely.
Yeah, they were.
They were having you tune in to watch a plane crash live for the first time ever.
2 hours until they all die.
That's pretty much what it looked like.
Countdown to death.
Imagine if you cheaped out for the headphones and couldn't even listen to your own death. The $3.
Yes.
You cheaped out for your own death?
Stewardess, I'll give you 9 now. Come on, give me some headphones. Yeah. Oh, look who's on the line. Speaking of viewing his own death on a regular basis. John!
Jude, you know what? Let me ask a question. I want to live. I know it's probably too early.
It's off to a good start this morning, Terry.
Already.
A typical John start, yes.
Good morning. Let me lower my voice.
Oh, that's what makes him able to speak in an unbelievable way. John, before you get started, I just want to make sure you're aware. I know you've been working very hard. You've been such a good model employee over there at your place of business that you may have missed out earlier in the week on the news flash that gay phone operator, your soulmate, your match made in heaven, your destiny, he lost his job.
He lost his job? Oh. Here we go. Another drama.
Okay, we'll let him celebrate over that for a little while.
Okay.
I'm sure...
enjoying it way too much.
He'll return back on the airwaves at some point this morning, Terry. It seems like he's got a little bit of an open schedule today. Lucky us.
Oh, good.
The T-Man. The terror is coming. Cube 93 Haunted House is back. Starting Monday at 7, 2, 4, and 8. Win tickets to Cube 93's Haunted House and a chance to ride the Twilight Tower of Terror at Disneyland. Cube 93.
It's 6:19 at Cube 93. I'm Stephen Kilbreth with your news update. Nearly 1.5 million residents in Texas and Louisiana are fleeing Hurricane Rita's potential 175-mile-an-hour per winds. Highways are clogged along the coast. The storm is still nearly 500 miles from Galveston, Texas. Hurricane Rita has the potential to be the worst storm ever to hit Texas. The U.S. mainland has only been hit by 3 Category 5 storms in recorded history, and in the U.S. has never been hit with both a Category 5 and a Category 4 hurricane in the same Atlantic storm season. Organizers of an effort to recall Spokane Mayor James West delivered more than 17,000 signatures yesterday. That's more than enough to get the measure on the ballot. If the needed signatures are valid, the recall can go to a special vote-by-mail election on November 29th. In sports, Mariner rookie pitcher Felix Hernandez had a no-hitter going through 6 last night as the M's beat the Blue Jays 3-2 last night in Toronto. The Sonics have re-signed forward Vladimir Radmanovich to a 1-year contract. Cloudy with sun as well this afternoon. Highs will be in the lower to mid-60s. That's your news update on Seattle's #1 hit music station, Cube 93.
And now back to the T-Man Show
On Cube 93.
Do me a big-ass favor, bro, and please don't air this, but I'm asking you a big-ass favor. I just lost my job.
Oh, geez.
I love the damn show so much. I freaking always oversleep
Yeah, I can understand.
to go to work and because I want to be on the air and
Terry, I love the show so much. I sometimes oversleep the show.
Oh, yeah. I think we all do sometimes. Or
I love
have.
the damn show so much. I freaking always oversleep to go to work and because I want to be on the air and
Yes.
now I'm looking for a job.
Yes.
Give me a call back, bro.
Yeah.
I'm serious.
Oh. I didn't realize it was serious. We should give him a call back, Terry.
Yeah, we should.
Still haven't.
Do you remember those days, Terry?
I do.
Do you see how the tables have turned?
Oh, yeah.
John
now they turned.
has completely straightened out his life 100%. And now it's the gayest of phone operators. Who is the one who's lost his job?
I just lost my job.
A 180, Terry.
Yeah, definitely.
The times, they are changing. John has become the model citizen.
Oh, come on now. Not
that's a
quite
little
the
bit.
model.
100% turnaround in his life.
So he's holding a job thus far.
A
Okay?
working man, Terry. A working man.
He is definitely getting a paycheck.
And gay phone operator has to completely change his title.
Yeah.
He's not a phone operator.
Nah.
He's gay, unemployed.
Yeah.
I think he still has business cards left over from the last time he was gay unemployed. So
Yes. And, of course, he's gay, unemployed because
I just lost my job.
he lost his job.
That is amazing.
Yes, it is, Terry.
after being trained for 3 weeks,
I know.
they get rid of you.
It's shocking they're both not amazing successes.
Now, does John's mom drive him to work, you think?
Well, John is, all I know is that he's asking Pasty if he can do something about getting a beer this morning because his mom won't.
Oh, wow.
Now, how could you be a 39-year-old grown man, Terry, and still have to have your mom buy you beer? I don't know.
Yeah. Kind of interesting.
But that's what was requested by John to Pasty. Is that right? Is that what you told me?
That's what he was saying.
All right. He wanted you to buy him beer?
Yeah, his mom wouldn't make the trip for him.
All right. Oh, the trip for him. Why? Oh, jeez. I don't know.
Guess he doesn't have a vehicle?
Oh, well, he's back on the hotline now. I could probably ask him, but
Oh, okay.
that means we'd have to talk to him.
Oh, scared of that.
Oh, that's not John? That's our feathered friend who's unemployed now?
Oh, the unemployed
The feathered
one?
friend.
Yes.
Yeah, he is very
Oh, trust
feathered.
me. He's got a lot of time now to be feathered.
Feathered and deep fried.
Oh,
So,
wow.
Stephen seems to have a request. Have it your way, Stephen.
Instead of dipping him in chocolate, we could dip him in the deep fryer this
Oh,
time.
Yes. Trust me, you can hold the pickle.
There's probably websites for that, Steven. You need to get that out of your system at some point.
All right. Well, Terry,
Yes.
I don't know if I don't want to make the tone and the theme of the show seem like it's John and gay-oriented. Oh, jeez.
Oh.
From the start.
Uh-huh.
There's so much going on in the world. There's so much
I
to
know.
discuss.
Yeah.
What do you have there, Terry? Give me some taste of what's happening this morning, please.
Well, it looks like Jude Law has been given a set of quote-unquote rules by Sienna Miller if he is expected to stay with her.
Hey, Terry, let me just put it this way.
Yes.
All right, you cheat on your fiancé for a good solid month with a mediocre-looking nanny.
Yeah. Non-ambitious.
If you're truly a guy who wants your fiancé back, the first instinct is, I have no shot. I totally screwed this up. I completely blew it. I mean, I couldn't help myself from having sex with a mediocre-looking nanny, and I got caught, and there's no way she's taking me back. I'm talking about the guy who feels like he really wants that fiancé back.
Right.
If for some reason you have a fiancé that's stupid enough to take you back, and all of a sudden you start sensing, man, I think she might take me back. I just might have found one stupid enough to take me back and believe in me again. And then she gives you, okay, but there are going to be rules. You're like, okay, sure. Whatever. So that's not bugging you. What, does she think she's tough now because she's giving them rules?
Well, according to,
I didn't realize she was going to be so tough on me.
According to sources close to the couple, you know how they always have those.
What, now Gay hung up the line? He's got too much to do to hang on for a second?
Fine, if you don't want to talk to me.
But if I were John, you'd go to me right away.
Oh, jeez. Is that what he's thinking?
Yes.
Yes, exactly. What
Absolutely. All the perks.
Dumpy gets right on.
Yeah. John, right on.
Well, they have jobs, Terry.
Unemployed can wait. They've got all morning.
You got to give taxpayers more of the benefit than those that are sucking off the land here.
Oh,
right.
And it's a free call for him, too. I mean, it's not like it's costing him anything.
That's right. He's got no time to wait. It's a slap in the face.
I mean, where's he going this morning anyway?
That's pretty much my point.
Right. I know.
There could be a big bear waiting for him.
Whoa.
Does it spell out some of the rules that were handed to Jude Law?
All 6 of them.
You got all 6 rules?
Yes, I do.
And if Jude Law doesn't follow all 6, it's not like he can do, well, I could do 1, 4, 5, and 6, but 2 and 3 are out of the question. He's got to follow. He's got to follow all 6.
Yes. Are you ready for him?
Who's back on the hotline now? Is that him? Did you call him or he called us? You called him? No, he should call us.
Oh, jeez. Okay, hang up on him.
I can't talk to you now because you have to call us. Bye.
What happened?
Oh, jeez. If he calls right back, we'll put him on.
Like all dysfunctional family members.
Terry, it's pretty early to hear all these 6 rules that Jude Law has to follow.
Okay, well, you would like me to put them aside.
I'll take one every half hour.
Right. Like we'll ever get through all 6.
I mean, think about it. Tell me this. Does Sienna Miller think she's tough or something? Does
Well,
she think
that's
she's
what
like,
it's looking
does she think
like.
she's hardcore because she gave Jude Law because she gave Jude Law 6 rules?
Yes, and so, like I was saying...
Does she think she's hardcore, Terry? Hardcore.
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 The hardest of the core. But like I was saying...
Who's that on the hotline? That's him.
He's a gay phone
Don't we need
operator.
to change him?
He's so gay. He's so phone operator.
Require work, Terry.
And now,
That's
here's
no.
gay. A good morning.
Yeah, good morning.
Terry made a good point. We should change your opening theme because you're not gay phone operator anymore. You're gay unemployed. This unemployment's going to last the whole 13 months or whatever they give you on unemployment.
Then he's got to change the license plates, too.
Yeah, that's right. You got the personalized plate that say gay phone operator. So Terry just suggested we change your opening theme. My first instinct was that would be like us having to do work around here.
Oh, wouldn't want you to do that.
But now that you mention it, Terry, and now that my first instinct has passed,
Yes.
maybe we should put in the work.
Ooh.
He said, looking at Hopscotch to do the work. Maybe we should put in the work because it really isn't what he is. It's false advertising to start this call up by saying he's gay phone operator. He's not a phone operator.
It's fraudulent.
He's an unemployed a gay man.
That was pretty much it right there.
We'll just leave that.
I
as
haven't
the
been a gay phone operator for over 4 years.
Oh, jeez. You were a phone operator just recently. Until last week, you were a phone operator. You had a little headset on, and you took people's calls. I don't care if you were, like, giving information or not. As far as I'm concerned, that's a phone operator. You are still in the phone operator field.
I take calls at home now.
Oh, jeez. Who are you taking?
John's been harassing me all morning already.
Yeah, come on.
I've already forwarded one message to Scott, so don't even.
What message
Scott
did he
loved it.
leave that you forwarded to Scott?
From John harassing me.
Fine,
making
why
fun
don't
of me,
you-
losing my job.
Okay, why don't you play it for us?
Because I have 22 messages on my voicemail that I have to
It's a
skip through.
4-hour show.
Well, I mean, if they're all from John, it would be
They're
quite
not, I
interesting to
didn't
hear.
say they're all from John.
Who are the other 21 messages from?
Other people that have called.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, Steven, thanks for last night.
Don't tell anyone.
Well, we'll wait until you get to message number 22.
Oh, my God.
Oh, jeez.
He's calling again.
Well, how do you know?
Let's say hi to him through your phone.
Let's hear the conversation.
Here's your home number.
Hello?
That could have been anybody.
Yeah.
Oh, anybody, yeah.
Listener.
It could have been your dad.
Happy?
What came before bitch?
I couldn't hear him.
Turn on your cable, I thought it sounded like. Like John found a way to, invade every channel.
That'd be cool.
You can't get away from me!
Like Max Headroom just took over the world.
Mm-hmm.
That would
That's
be
what it sounded like. It sounded like turn on your cable, bitch.
Oh, God. You know, I can't wait. John is going to get what he deserves.
Oh, yeah? What do you have planned?
I'm gonna sit on him.
As soon as I get the background check done on him,
Mm-hmm.
everything that I get is going to his current employer. Everything about
So, in other words,
his harassment.
you're going to put on a big smear campaign at his place of business. You're going to send letters and you're going to send documentation to try to get his job lost. Is that what you're saying? Wow.
Exactly.
Boy,
They're going to find out
here he
about
is
the
again.
restraining orders that have been against him, everything.
Now, I don't ever remember John affecting you in losing your job. You lost it all on your own. But you're going to try to get him to lose his job. This is very exciting, too.
Say hi to John through this.
John!
I still don't know if that's him.
Is that you?
Yeah, that could be his mom.
Part of your body, bitch.
I still think it's Gay's father.
Yeah, I don't think so.
Gay.
That was hilarious.
Let me just say this right now. Let me just say this right now. If you try to sabotage John's job,
Oh, God.
that would be by far the most harassing thing that ever has been done between the two of you. You would be, in my eyes, and it would never be able to be debated out otherwise, Terry, the one who is clearly more obsessed and just, obviously you know where I'm going here, Terry.
Right.
No, whatever.
Gay tries to paint the picture. Yes, Gay tries to paint the picture that John has affected his life in negative ways. Gay is tenfold, 100 times worse than John ever could be.
Still continues to call me to this day. I don't have his number.
John had no effect over you losing your job. You did it all by yourself, big fella. Now you're gonna call. You're gonna write letters to John's boss now that he actually has a good job that pays him on a regular basis.
I don't care. I want his ass fired.
John again.
You want his
Answer
ass
the
fired?
phone.
Why? I could see if he got you fired, you could have a reason for wanting.
My number no more, Gay. Are you still searching it out? Are you still trying to find it?
That is.
Well, guess what? I've changed my number again because where I work, I have the opportunity to change it as many times as I need to change it.
Great fringe benefit, Terry.
Well, you won't be employed there for very long. You won't be employed there very long.
Mm-hmm.
They're going to find out about the harassment. They're going to find out about the restraining orders.
You mean the harassment from you to him?
Every illegal thing. They're going to find out about you changing your name.
It's like a bad, scary movie we're listening to, Terry.
Your mother.
Your mother? We're bringing Mama in here?
This is worse than the last half hour of Red Eye that I saw over the weekend.
This one's called Brown Eye.
It may backfire against you, Gay.
I think it's still Red Eye. But, yeah, Stephen.
I mean, it may backfire against him. They just might, the I almost said where John works, but the place where he works may put a restraining order against you or something like that if you send letters and call them all the time.
I would see you as an obsessed freak against one of their employees.
Like you have an axe to grind.
Send it in anonymous.
Anonymous.
Oh, yeah, you're pretty anonymous right now.
Right.
announcing
I really
it on
don't
the
care. I'm tired of the
radio.
crap that he's pulled, and now he's harassing me, making fun of me, losing my job.
He had
But guess
nothing
what?
to do
He's
with you
gonna lose
losing your job, though. He had nothing to do with that. And now you're going to do everything in your big gay power to get him to lose his job. Is that fair?
Yeah, it is.
Why is that fair?
Because after all the crap he's pulled with me.
Of course, you should realize that if you are effective and he loses his job, he'll have a lot more time to be calling you and being
Showing up on your doorstep.
Right. So that must be what you want, right,
No,
Gay?
it's not what I want.
Mm-hmm. Then let him keep his job.
Leave it alone.
He doesn't leave it alone. Tell him to stop.
All right.
Change your number and put your energy into finding a job. Boom.
You know,
there. End of story.
I'm gonna give
How
him
much?
your home phone
How
number
much?
today.
How much money are you spending
But
on
I'm
a?
going to give him your home phone number
That is-
today, and let's see how you deal with it.
Stephen has no response.
Nah, that would suck.
How much money, Gay?
Hey, him he likes it.
Oh, geez.
But see, you're all about hurting everybody else and not fixing the problem that you have right now. You don't fix your own problems.
I'm tired of people saying that I should change it.
You don't fix your own problems, though.
Oh, geez.
Fix your own goddamn problem.
Don't have any.
Wow.
Yeah, think about it.
Oh, wow. I think you have problems that you don't even know about.
Gabe must know about a problem that Steven is not aware of.
Jeez.
Gabe, how much money are you spending on getting a background check on John John?
I told the guy I'd spend up to $150.
Unbelievable. He's willing to spend $150. Terry, that's a lot of his savings. $150 to get a background check done on John John. This is how obsessed.
Whatever, I'm getting an unemployment check. I'll use that.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
He's going to spend his first unemployment check, Terry, on getting a background check on John John.
Honey barbecue wings first.
No,
then
it's more like
background check.
$150 off his Quest food card is what it is.
Quest food card, yes.
Hey, Gay, what the hell are you doing, dude? I tell you what. Do your damn thing. You don't want the truth to come out? Yeah, Eric? Go ahead, bring it out. Bring it on, bitch. Okay, Eric. Bring it on, Chris.
Okay, now we're really taking the gloves off, Terry.
Yeah, watch out.
Now the gloves have come off. We're not Gay and John John anymore. We're Eric and Chris. Oh, it's getting really scary.
They should call each other by their chat line names and really piss them off. Yeah, Joe.
Where this ends, Terry.
They love it, though.
Oh, they do.
Who the hell knows?
Yeah.
But I don't like where it's going, baby.
It's going to be a girl fight.
The T-Man. The terror is coming. You'll smell the fear. The Cube 93 Haunted House is back. Starting Monday at 7, 2, 4, and 8. Win tickets to Cube 93's Haunted House and a chance to ride the Twilight Tower of Terror at Disneyland. Cube 93.
Took Vegas by storm at Ocean's 11, but they headed overseas for Ocean's 12. Now are George, Brad, and the gang returning here to Sin City for Ocean's 13? Yes!
Oh, goody!
Spies here at our Vegas bureau are hearing director Steven Soderbergh was recently in town, and Uber producer Jerry Weintraub will be back with the gang and a few surprises.
Jerry, can you stand it? Are you excited? Ocean's 13, it's coming, it's happening, it's on the way.
Okay.
Ocean's 12 was such a great flick. I can't stop now.
Yeah.
I'll be honest, I loved Ocean's 11, Terry.
Yep.
I hated Ocean's 12.
Yeah.
So it'll probably be somewhere in the middle for Ocean's 13.
Probably.
If they're back in Vegas, can't be terrible, right?
Right.
Mm-hmm.
But still.
Yes.
Another Ocean's movie.
Keep it going. Big bucks, big paydays. Everyone's happy.
I guess so.
There it is.
Cool.
Yes.
Hey, are we done with this whole Jude Law thing?
Oh, jeez.
Because we never got to the rules.
The rules.
Yeah.
Yes. Oh, yes.
Sienna Miller's rules.
Sienna
for Jude
Miller.
Law.
Did they have a date set for the wedding again or no?
No, not that I know of.
But they are officially engaged again.
Well, supposedly, yes.
Because she gave him rules and he just nodded his head yes, like a good little boy.
Yes.
Most ridiculous story I've ever heard in my life.
Well.
Bangs the nanny for a month or so.
Yes.
Gets caught in the act. It's all over the media.
Oh, boy.
She's disgraced. Like, really, no other woman ever has been disgraced in the social world. I mean, can you think of anything that's that much worse? No.
No.
He bangs the nanny while he's engaged to her, and then the nanny comes forward, and she's barely marginally attractive. Can you be that much more disgraced than that?
And that's the reason he gives for doing her.
Right. Is that she wasn't good looking.
Right.
Right. Makes sense. And then
That's my excuse.
she gets back together with him.
Right.
But now we're learning that she made him swear that he would follow 6 rules.
Yes.
In order to get back together as the couple that they were and now are again.
The power couple that they are, yes.
The power couple. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to shortchange them. So powerful. There were 6 rules that this dunce gave Jude Law in order for her to feel comfortable in taking him back.
Correct.
Lord. All right. I'm dying to hear some of the rules, Terry. I don't know if we're going to get to all the rules.
All right. Well.
But I want to hear some of the rules.
Okay.
Give me some of the best ones.
Never be unfaithful again. Rule number 1.
Okay.
That's a pretty big rule.
Right. No, I swear I won't. Never again. Learn my lesson. I mean, once you go to the mediocre nanny and bang her brains out for a month, you learn things.
Right.
Especially when you get caught by your stepson. Wasn't he caught by a stepson?
His son.
Oh, his own blood son.
Yes. He and Sadie's.
Him and Sadie Frost's child.
Yes.
Yes.
And that kid's officially out of the will.
Yeah, I mean, how did that transfer to Sienna Miller finding out?
Well, because their son, Sadie, went to mom and...
But that's not... Oh, they went to
mom and said, Mom,
and then Mom went to Sienna, I'm sure, with a body full of glee to tell his new fiance what was going on, right?
Right.
Man, women are so catty and apparently dumb, Terry, for taking Jude Law back under these circumstances. You have to agree.
No,
There's no way to disagree.
Absolutely, right. Stupid.
Thank you.
Just an idiot.
Thank you again.
Let's see. The other one is stay away from ex-wife Sadie Frost and her friends.
Well, Sadie Frost, the reason that Sienna Miller found out about this whole deal you just told me.
Yes.
So she's not a little bit with gratitude towards Sadie Frost for telling her all about this?
It doesn't sound like it.
Because Sadie Frost had a big old smile on her face when she told Sienna Miller about Jude Law banging the mediocre-looking nanny.
Can we meet for tea? I've got some news for you.
Oh, is that how it works?
Yes.
Over tea? Yes. Iced tea.
Right.
Not hot tea.
In the garden.
Yes. All right, so that's rule number 2?
Yeah.
So we got 1 and 2 down already.
Got 1 and 2 down.
1 was don't ever cheat again. Did she write these out and put them on the refrigerator, Terry?
Oh, well, she must have.
Eggs, bread, and don't cheat.
Right. So there's don't cheat again.
Right.
Which you'd think was implied from the beginning of their relationship.
Right. Really?
Oh, don't cheat.
Okay. I thought it was the other way around.
Right.
I was trying hard, obviously, to find someone that would cheat with me.
Thanks for the list.
All right, don't cheat. Half dozen eggs.
Right.
Number 3, number 2 was what?
What? Stay away from your ex-wife and all her little floozy friends.
Stay away from Sadie Frost and all of her little hooker friends.
Oh, yeah, pretty much.
That's rule number 2.
Right.
Rule number 3 in Sierra Miller taking back Sadie Frost. Jude Law, DVD.
Romance Sienna again before resuming any marriage talk.
So she wrote a rule in the third person?
Well, yeah.
Because she wrote her own name. She didn't write Romance Me. She wrote Romance Sierra Miller.
Sienna, yeah.
Sienna Miller.
Yeah.
Sierra Mist.
Good stuff.
Oh, yeah.
That is. No caffeine. So he's got to do that.
Yes, he's got to romance her.
While not cheating on her,
yes,
he must romance her if he ever wants to marry her.
Correct.
Tough.
Well, this is too hard a bargain, man.
Yeah, maybe not worth it.
And the eggs, too?
Next, you're gonna hit me with rule number 4. He has to talk to her on a regular basis.
I think that kind of falls into the whole romance thing.
No, they don't go hand in hand, trust me.
Oh.
All right. So
number 4.
Rule number 3. Rule number 4 is what?
Stop losing your temper.
Yeah, because that can be really scary when a massive guy like Jude Law has a temper tantrum, Terry.
Maybe he does. Maybe he is a little anger ball.
The little anger ball?
Wow.
So these little guys, when they get angry, can be a lot scarier than maybe a big ogre getting angry.
Yes. Because, they have to, make up for their size somehow.
By getting extra violent?
Right. Could be.
Wow.
So when the anger ball comes out to play, she's got to go run and lock herself in a room or something, so...
Maybe you should have warned me of that when we were working with Jimmy Friends here. I didn't realize that little anger ball could be scary.
Didn't you ever, sometimes
when he used to get mad, I used to laugh my ass off.
Well, yeah.
But she put rule number 4 as...
Stop losing your temper.
The thing about the temper, Terry, is that you can't just tell someone to stop losing it. They have to, get, help or something, right?
Yeah.
Oh, stop losing it. All right, sure, I can do that. Mm-hmm.
Why didn't you say so earlier?
Until the next time you make me angry.
Right.
It sounds great, but I don't know if it just is going to work voila because the rule's on the fridge now.
Big, bold letters.
So that little pencil neck may get angry and scare her again.
Could be.
Okay, rule number 5.
Let me make my own career choices.
Oh. Because Jude Law had a plan mapped out for her.
Sounds like he was a little controlling.
Through. Yeah, this is making Jude Law seem like a little undergrown control freak, Terry, who likes to cheat with mediocre-looking nannies.
That's right.
Yet she still wants him back.
She does.
And loses temper while not romancing Sienna Miller. Both of them.
Yeah. And the one of the final rules is let me see my friends whenever I want to.
Wow.
So he's kind of a control freak.
Uh-huh.
However, here's another little thing that she made him do.
Okay.
She made Jude provide her with a list of every woman he has ever slept with.
Oh, jeez. Hey, Jude. You're going to have to give me a list. Now that you screwed up so royally, if you're expected to get back in my good graces, I need a full list of every woman that your little dinghy ever went in.
Wow.
Right.
Is that pretty much what she said?
I would say yes.
I'm glad my wife doesn't make me do that. That would be, first of all, that'd be a tough one. Let's see here. Some girl from Central that had fake blonde hair. That, by the way, I need my pair of sweatpants back from. One of your friends. That well, I mean, those are the kind of things that if every woman out there made their husbands or boyfriends write a list of every girl that they had sex with, there might be some names on there that could be a little scary.
Yeah, I'm sure.
I think it's a deal breaker. No list. I'm out.
You can't make a list. First of all, a lot of guys, and I'm not trying to sound all overdone here, Terry.
Yes.
All right? But a lot of guys cannot necessarily produce that list.
Because there's just so many of them that they ran
As I
through.
said, Terry, I'm not trying to sound overdone.
Right.
I'm just trying to be honest. Not trying to be some big old whatever here. I'm just
Daddy T.
Well, you are, though.
No, I'm just being realistic, factual,
Right.
whatever you want to call it.
No, and I
I'm
agree
telling
with
you the way
on
it is.
that.
You could probably do the state that it happened in, right?
The state.
Drunken state.
Let me just put it this way. That list is going to take a few days because, like, you'll make the list, and then a day later you'll be like, oh, wait a minute. Where's the list? Where's the list? I just thought of somebody.
See, now that would be worse.
Yeah, they'd rather not have the list.
Yeah. I would
Terry,
rather
I'm
you
not
just do a little short list or whoever you remember at that time.
If the list is like, if the number of women you slept with is like over 20, which
Right.
a lot of guys it is, let's be honest,
yes,
right?
okay, fine.
You're going to forget somebody.
Right.
Have me list off 20 anythings, and I'm not going to remember every one of them.
Because the minute you're done, you try to forget them.
That's right.
Well, that's why it's so hard.
That's nice.
Now keep the bag on your head till you leave. Oh, okay, I'm not now.
Wow.
Now, obviously, we're sounding a little overdone. I don't know what that even means.
Right,
but the reality is, no woman, first of all, should ever make her man write out a stupid list like that. Just like no man should ever make a woman write out a list like that. First of all, it's not going to be a truthful list. And second of all, you might find a name on there that just absolutely drives you insane.
Like the old Planet of the Apes, right? Be careful.
Like if I make Angela write out a list and all of a sudden she starts writing the word hopscotch, I'll be incensed. You don't do that. Make a Jude Law write out a stupid list. You know how many groupies he's probably screwed that are...
Well, the interesting thing about that little, task that she had him do, apparently he left off Kate Moss's name. And so, of course, when all that news broke about Kate and her cocaine problem and having threesomes with Jude and
Sandy Frost,
she, of course, hears that and gets all upset because she's looking down the list and
doesn't
there's
see her
no
name.
Kate Moss.
So he's a list liar.
List liar
on top of
already,
everything.
yes.
On top of being a guy who, while he was engaged, screwed the nanny for a solid month, who was barely mediocre looking, and being some whatever else he is, he's also a list liar.
Yeah.
Well, he probably said, you didn't say threesome list. I mean, that's completely different.
When does this Sienna Miller just say to herself, okay, that's the deal breaker, it's over? Apparently never.
Right.
There's nothing he could do that would ever be the deal breaker at this point.
Right.
That's got to be a great position to be in as a guy. There's nothing you could do that would ever make her decide she wants to leave you. I mean, you can decide you want to leave her.
Right.
But as long as you want her, she's going to be there. That's a beautiful thing. Is that a beautiful thing?
Well, some would say yes, but she's also going to hold over him the list and all that
he can
crap.
do anything he wants. The bottom line is he can do anything he freaking wants, and she's going nowhere. Yeah, I'll make a stupid list for you, whatever. I'll write some names that I never even heard of. And here you go, baby. There, go.
Have a great day.
And then come back when I call you. That's basically what this woman has established here. She took him back.
She did, I know.
What could he do now that's going to be the deal breaker? You just said that she discovered that he lied on his list. Is that the deal breaker?
No,
now I'm out.
No.
Nothing.
Right.
Man.
What if Matt Damon was on the list?
Well, okay, that's the deal breaker. I should have had him.
It's not your list, Stephen.
Well, they were in a movie together.
Yeah, don't ever ask Stephen to make a list. I'd be very scared.
Yeah, Pacey.
You don't ask anyone to make a list.
Pacey can be counted on 0 hands.
Pacey, make a list. What, you're done? Okay, good. It's untouched by human hands, Terry.
Yeah, I know.
Best kept secret of a magnum of the world.
That guy
So
right
he
there.
says, yes. Yeah. Make a list.
Boy, not good.
I'm trying to think of a list right now.
Not getting very far.
I need again, Terry, there'd be somebody I'd forget that I'd remember tomorrow or something. Oh, that didn't really count, though.
That didn't count. Count.
Yeah, whenever you're making a list, there's going to be people that you have justified don't count.
Oh, okay. I'd like to see that.
There are reasons why somebody doesn't count.
All right.
Oh, I got a call in the middle. We never went back to it, and I threw her out.
Oh, wow. Really?
Oh, wait a minute. She threw me up. What's the difference?
I left.
Right. I never nutted.
Oh,
something like
yeah, right.
Yeah,
there's always technicalities.
Yeah, there are technicalities.
So you don't count.
So the list. What's that now, Stephen?
You don't count that?
Well, let me ask you this: should the list be?
Oh boy, I know where you're going.
Should a person be on the list as soon as penetration of any orifice is established, or do you have to finish the job? Do you have to outright spooge? I mean, I was going to dance around it, but I got to come right out and just make it clear here. Do you have to finish, or once, let's say, vaginal penetration is introduced here, is that on the list?
Introduced.
Because honestly, there'd be a couple extra names on my list. There are some women that, for some reason, the job wasn't finished.
But do you count those on your hypothetical bedpost here? I mean, do you count those women as that?
Where's this now?
Well, I don't know. I mean, if you were to say how many people have you slept with, would those people be included?
Well, that's
I usually include them because I like to inflate my number.
Well, then they should be. Then they should be included.
Yeah, they should be.
You think they should be on the list?
Absolutely.
Really?
Even though the job wasn't finished.
Does your wife think they should be on the list?
We don't talk about these things.
I mean, oh, honey, I didn't finish. Doesn't count.
I never slept with a mediocre-looking then.
That's a great conversation.
So yeah, it counts if you did that.
So they should be on the list.
Yes.
All right. Because I'm telling you, when you tell someone to make a list of everyone they screwed, there are going to be some rationalizations of, oh yeah, well that person doesn't count because.
Right. No, I understand that, but still, they.
So
should
the list is just a stupid idea. Sienna Miller is obviously a stupid lady.
Well, yeah.
And this is a stupid story.
Okay, then.
And it fits perfectly in this stupid program.
And nothing good can come from that, I don't think.
Hello, stupid
What do you
caller.
mean a stupid program? Your program is not stupid.
Oh, well, the endorsement from John is what I've been looking for all my life, too.
The program's not. The callers are.
I'm very irritated right now because my damn mom will not go give me no beer. So, Pasty Day, please come over and give me some beer.
Oh, yeah.
Why can't you drive
Hey,
your
T-Man,
own
I want
vehicle?
Pasty, please bring me at least one bottle.
Okay, let me ask you this, John. You're a 43-year-old man.
I'm not 43. Quit saying that.
You're the father of a young girl that's out there somewhere.
That is true.
Gosh, yes.
You have a job.
Right.
You have a job in good standing, at least in the immediate term, until gay phone operator with his obsession gets you fired.
This guy is very obsessed with me.
Why can't you get into your moving vehicle, head down the street?
Because I've been drinking all night.
Oh, that's a good answer.
Well, take a taxi.
That's a great answer. Well, he has a problem with taxis,
that's right.
Terry.
I forgot.
That's a true story.
Taxis.
It's true. I will not drink and drive.
Oh, dear.
That's why I'm asking. So any listeners in the Red area in 43rd and Talbot, please drop me off a bottle in case you can't do it.
Well, he's so dying for a beer, Terry.
Because my mom, I woke her up. I said, will you please go give me a beer? And she goes, no.
Oh,
I'm not going to
nerve
get you a
of her,
beer.
Terry.
I think you've had enough. I said, had enough? I had 140 ounce and 122 ounce. That is still not enough.
I love when he recounts both sides of the conversation with Mom. It's your day off, John?
Yep.
Well, he deserves a little cold one, Terry.
Sure.
Yeah. So is your mom in the house with you there, or what?
Well, no, my mom doesn't live with me. No, she's down the road.
Oh, well, that's nice.
They don't live far from one another.
That's terrific.
That is true, Terry.
Part of their restraining order.
Yes.
The road equals hall.
So, Pasty, do me a favor. Would you stop by the local station and bring me a 40 and a 22-ounce bottle, please?
Of what kind of alcohol?
HG High Gravity 800.
Something that ends in ice.
Malt liquor.
Pasty.
How it goes.
There has been a request sent your way. Are you interested in heading out and getting John the beer that he so desperately needs?
Where is he today?
I'm at home.
I don't know where home is, John. I'm very proud of
It's where the goddamn police showed up a couple months ago.
Okay. You mean when you were with that underage girl having sex?
Wow.
No, that was the other place.
You better get that straight, yes.
Wow.
The T-Man.
Well, despite the jump in oil prices, gas prices continue to drop. The average price nationwide now $2.76 a gallon. That's down another 2 cents overnight. Prices in Washington State holding steady, $2.89 a gallon, and around Seattle you probably pay about $2.90.
Yeah, but the way they're talking about Hurricane Rita, Terry, this time next week they're speculating gas prices could be upwards of $4 a gallon.
Wow.
So if you're sitting around with a half tank right now, you may want to make sure you fill up today as opposed to this weekend. Yeah, what about the half tank list, Terry? Was that? That's a whole list in itself. You got to know.
I mean, you have lists.
What about
lists?
the too drunk to nut list, Terry?
Wow.
Obviously, these are the mini lists.
That wouldn't go on the main list, is what I'm saying.
Well,
I mean, the too drunk to nut. I gotta go on the main list.
Oh, yeah, hang on a second.
You think Jude Law is putting his too drunk to nut on the main list? No.
I think she's requesting everybody, regardless of the subheading.
No,
of
it doesn't
the
work that way.
list.
I'm sorry, Sienna. It doesn't work that way. I'm
all
speaking
right.
for Jude Law and myself.
Oh, okay.
There's a whole there's a main list, there's a whole bunch of sub lists.
Okay, all right.
All right?
It's like the Dewey Decimal System, man. It's really confusing.
It's very complex. That's why you don't ask anyone to sit down and write out a list.
All right.
This is a deranged woman, Terry, that obviously was like asking to be cheated on with a mediocre-looking nanny. And if you're just tuning in and you missed out on all this craziness, Sienna Miller has apparently put stipulations on taking back Jude Law as the fiancé, and one of them is that he had to sit down and write out a list of all the women he screwed in his life.
Yep.
And that's just not going to happen. For many reasons. Right. And one of them, as I point out, is there's a whole bunch of sub-lists.
Right. God, you guys. Very good at doing that, aren't you?
Stephen, are you done with the list? Stephen. Oh, I don't even have his mic.
Oh.
I was wondering.
He's answering you, but you can't.
I had him on the lowest volume possible. Let's hear him like that for the next few minutes. Stephen? Stephen? Stephen?
Yes?
We can hear him. You think anyone else can hear him?
No.
Stephen!
What?
Never sounded better, Terry.
But Amy wishes she had a volume like that.
How you feeling this morning, Stephen?
Doing well. How are you doing?
Oh, jeez. Should I put him back up to full volume, Terry?
Yes.
I should. You miss him?
Yes.
Oh, jeez.
Terry, that's so nice.
He does contribute some things
Every once in a while.
every so often.
Why don't you come up with a list for that, Stephen, what you've contributed over the years? That'll be shorter, believe it or not, than his scroll list.
Oh.
Don't you believe that, Stephen?
I do believe that.
All right. What else is going on there, Terrence?
Just to let you know, it looks like Denise Richards and Charlie Sheen are working on getting back together again.
Yeah, I'd
Apparently
like to see his list, Terry.
no, you
that's sizable.
don't. No, you
Talk
don't.
about the sacred scrolls that go on and on.
Girl number 7.
Have to add a paid list, too, on that one.
Apparently, she has got her wedding ring back on.
Yeah, Heidi Fleiss has a list of 1,000 alone for Charlie Sheen, Terry.
I know.
Jeez. Yeah, do those count, the ones you pay for?
Yeah,
My God.
That'd be a whole separate list, Terry.
Oh, my gosh.
That'd be a sub-list. Ones I paid for. It doesn't count on your main list.
How many?
'Cause it's not real sex.
No, what about...
It's paid sex, Terry.
Is it not sex?
Yes, but it's not real sex. It doesn't
What do
go
you
on your
mean
main.
it's not real
Doesn't go on
sex?
your main list, Terry. Hey, I'm sitting in a deserted Exxon station with some nose ring hooker that I'm paying $20 for. it doesn't count on the main list. And plus, I didn't even have standard sex with her. It was just an oral variety. So that's a list in itself, I would imagine.
Another sub-list.
That definitely isn't on the main list, Terry. That doesn't count at all.
Oh,
So
it does
if you pay for just a touch.
What, you're telling me that the oral list goes on the main list?
Yes.
Oh, you're out of your mind now.
Geez.
Now you're out of your mind. If you expect those to be on the main
Anybody
list.
that you had any type of sexual
Contact with?
Yes.
And you consider oral sexual contact?
God.
No, that's where you're off, Terry. Yes, that would be considered maybe sexual contact, but that does not go on the main list. Now you're out of your tree. And you're usually in your tree.
Well,
Anybody? So if you just kiss somebody, that counts?
That wouldn't be sexual contact.
that to me, no, that's not sexual contact. But the
Because
oral
then Darian has a list.
Oh, yeah.
So
Terry doesn't want to think that Darian has a list.
He's already
Mommy and
got a
Sissy.
list.
So you're equating kissing with oral sex?
I said no.
No, I'm talking to Scott. It's the same thing.
Scott, you've been asked a question here.
No, that's what I'm asking. I mean, she said any sexual contact.
Well,
That's pretty intimate to make out with someone.
Many would consider oral sexual contact, but not kissing.
All right. Just checking.
He's just checking, Stephen. You know, let me turn your volume down.
I'm going to get my eraser out. So.
Is it okay with you that he's just checking, Stephen?
I mean, how many really sub-lists,
Well, Stephen's
are
trying to
there?
talk, but we can't hear.
Oh.
Is that okay with you that he's just checking there, Stephen? Stephen? He's not even going to answer now.
No.
What was that, Stephen?
Doesn't even matter anymore.
Oh, jeez. I'm sorry, I can't hear you.
It sounds good, doesn't it?
Oh, jeez.
Oh, wow.
I turned his volume up a little bit.
Yeah.
A little too much.
Oh, jeez.
Oh.
And now he's back in full. Woohoo! Oh, jeez.
I didn't think I would be, so that's why I did that.
What else is going on, Terry?
Britney Spears, she is back home with her little baby, and by the way,
Oh, geez.
the name is actually, according to People magazine,
Dyslexic, are we?
yeah, right
right.
now I am.
Okay.
Sean Preston Federline.
Sean.
Yes.
Preston.
Yes.
Federline.
Yes, it's
no
not-
Spears.
No.
And not just Preston.
No.
It's Sean Preston
Federline. Yes.
All right.
However,
Yes.
Life and Style Weekly magazine is claiming that Britney is already suffering from postpartum.
Is that possible?
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
Doesn't it take at least 2 weeks for you to be aware of whether you're suffering postpartum or not?
No. Women suffer it in the hospital the minute it comes out. Like once you get back in your room and, yeah.
You push, you hear the cry, oh, I hate my life.
Well, it takes a couple hours, but yes, you can suffer it right away.
That quick?
Yes.
No,
absolutely,
come on.
Yes. And the only reason why you don't really notice it is because when you're in the hospital, you have all this help and the nurses are there and you're preoccupied. But once you get home, it's really noticeable.
I think you're out of your tree.
Not out of my tree,
Oh,
in my
geez.
tree, swinging.
I'm not like Tom Cruise here, not believing in postpartum depression, Terry. Don't get me wrong, but I think it takes at least 2 weeks to kick on in. And you're telling me it can happen pretty much right there as you're cradling your child for the first time.
Yes.
All right. I guess you would know.
And apparently she's, of course, her mood swings are up and down and all that good stuff. She's concerned about her C-section scar not healing completely. And I guess Kevin almost forgot their first anniversary. And so she's
had a little bit on his mind, Terry.
Well, I understand that, but
had a child.
Yes.
You have to expect that dating a guy like Kevin.
Yes.
You're not going to remember.
Expect him to be there with roses and candy on every date that's significant to you?
Wow.
Can't even open his eyes all the way.
Man. Can't even open his eyes all the way, Terry. Let him work on that. Once he's mastered that, then you can expect maybe he'll remember some dates.
He should be, though, with the jackpot that he has there.
You would think.
The jackpot?
Well, the jackpot of money that he got.
The
he gets by
jackpot that
being with
is
her.
Britney's checking account is what you're saying.
Yeah.
I see. I would have understood that, Stephen, if you said it at 1/4 volume. Really? Yeah.
Well, with the jackpot, you think he would be better at that.
Got it?
Okay, there he is. People not knowing whether to turn up the volume on their radios or not.
Engineers are scrambling around.
Right.
I'm sure.
Probably not.
Oh, it's just Kilbreath.
Oh, jeez. Well, don't you think more of yourself than that, Stephen?
I think more of myself, yes, but I'm not sure people
Speaking of
elsewhere
thinking
do.
more of himself, I'm noticing Vinnie the Pooh walking around with a new bit of literature at his side. You see that there?
I do.
What is that there, Vinnie the Pooh? May I grab this book for a second here? Ah, yes. I noticed this during the break. Vinnie the Pooh, better known as the Poohiest Pooh, Terry,
Yes.
is walking around with a nice, shiny navy book that's entitled Webster's Pocket Quotation Dictionary.
Really?
It's a book of quotes.
Wow.
Our friend, the dude here, is walking around with a book of quotes. So he can just, on a whim, recite a quote right to your face.
Spew it off.
Is that the goal here, Vinnie the Pooh? When in doubt, in the mid-conversation between you and your friends, you can just pull a quote out of your ass?
Yeah, to try and seem a little bit smarter.
I'm
trying. Seem smarter.
He's trying to better his life, as I imagine everyone out there is in some fashion, Terry.
Sure.
And his means is to sit around reading the book of quotes put out there by Webster.
Oh.
Interesting.
And it was also the cheapest book, too.
Yeah, when you're spinning, Gold Digger at the club, and Abraham Lincoln's going to come up big for you.
Yes, I imagine.
It's going to make the place go wild.
So in mid-conversation at lunch today, maybe you're having a couple of JoJo's at Sport, conveniently looking across the space, and he just whips out, faith is the antiseptic of the soul.
I don't get it.
By Walt Whitman.
Oh, I like him. Walden's Pond.
Not to be outdone.
Yes.
By this quote, fame is the perfume of heroic deeds.
Wow.
Socrates.
Say,
Bill Socrates.
Oh, Bill Socrates.
It's actually Socrates.
Socrates.
Yeah, that's one of my favorites, of course.
So that's the deal now.
That's
You're
his
just
new
gonna
thing.
You're just gonna shut up everyone who's having a conversation in a big old circle by you just throwing a quote out there and no one knowing how to respond.
Useless quotes.
That's what you want to do.
Yeah. It might work somewhere down the line.
Oh, jeez. Yes, like somewhere down the line, you can just impress someone by saying, it is the mark of the superior man that he will take no harmful ease.
Oh.
And people will be like, what the hell is this dude talking about? Well, that's Confucius.
As he
That's
says,
a fortune cookie.
Yeah.
A life of leisure and a life of laziness are two different things.
Oh.
Ben Franklin said that, Terry.
Wow. Good old Ben.
But it'll sound a lot better when Vinnie the Pooh says it.
In the club.
Yes. Ben Franklin could only say it so good, Terry. But when the Poohiest Pooh starts whipping that out, the ladies are going to fall over for him.
Oh, my
Since I'm
goodness.
stuttering over words I can't pronounce.
And he loves the dead presidents.
Oh, jeez.
Jeez.
Find another zinger
Is
here.
your girlfriend impressed
Oh, jeez.
with the
I
little
don't
quotes?
think so. No,
Try saying this during sex.
This has never happened before?
What do you do?
Hey, let me find a good one for you to say during sex here. Let's see.
What do you do?
Okay. Yes.
Did you find one?
When you're filling out one of your sub lists next time, you might want to just throw out there, in midstream of sexual pleasure, just start saying, depend on it, sir. When a man knows he is to be hanged in a fortnight, it concentrates his mind wonderfully. That's really spice things up, huh?
Ooh, I'm just so
What are you doing walking around with a book of quotes?
That's hot.
Just to read, just...
I'm pointing south already.
Oh, by the way, we must thank Samuel Johnson for allowing the world to realize that that whole dilly was something.
provided by him.
Talking about people getting hanged is a giant aphrodisiac.
In a fortnight.
In a fortnight.
Yes.
I don't even know what a fortnight is.
Well, that's why you need a dictionary to go with your dictionary of quotes.
That's their whole trick. No one will get these. They'll buy the dictionary.
That's the Webster's racket.
Oh, my goodness.
Again, so the main goal or the main reason you're walking around with the book of quotes is?
Useless knowledge, I guess.
Well, you get something out of it. It's not really useless.
I think it's useless.
I mean, I wish there was like some newer people with some kind of
newer people,
like a Bill Clinton quote.
Puff Daddy says, "Back that ass up."
Something like that.
You missed.
Bill Clinton.
Yes.
I did not have sexual.
Well, you don't appreciate Henry Ward Beecher?
I don't know who that is.
Next to ingratitude, and you're about to know.
Okay.
Because Henry Ward Beecher is very famous for saying, in the middle of a very fine 8-course dinner,
yes.
And next to ingratitude, the most painful thing to bear is gratitude.
Oh.
That's deep, Henry.
Definitely.
Now eat your mashed potatoes and shut up.
My goodness.
Wow, this is big.
Well, you have to give him.
I missed out on this, Terry.
Are there at least pictures in the book?
No.
Are there pictures?
No pictures.
A picture to be found. How could they put a picture in here and then have to perhaps eliminate great quotes like, "When I'm not thanked at all, I'm thanked enough."
Oh.
Henry Fielding.
Okay.
Oh, speak for yourself there, Henry.
Yeah, that's really dumb, actually.
Yeah, it was
Stupid.
Yeah, most of these things don't even make sense.
There's a couple
Is
crazy
that what you
ones in
want?
there.
Is that what you want to do? You want to walk around sounding like an idiot and not making sense?
I'm going to skip over the stupid ones.
Do you hide
And
How do you know which
Yeah.
ones?
You're going to be able to identify the stupid ones?
I read one yesterday that said, "A gentleman will not read another's mail."
Mm-hmm.
When this quote doesn't make sense, it makes the perfect sense of all.
Yeah, stuff like that.
Mail like mail? Or?
Mail, like in your mailbox mail.
Is that why all women are reading people's men's mail? Because they're not gentlemen, Terry?
I guess.
But you remember the quote. Who said it?
Yeah.
Vinny?
I do not know.
So you don't know most of the names in this book that came up with these quotes? You want to see
a
like...
couple of old presidents and
You want to see
Old
names
presidents.
like...
They're really old.
You want names like Vin Diesel and things like that?
John F. Kennedy.
Oh,
Or
jeez.
somebody I know or somebody. I don't know.
Well, Winston Churchill is in here
See, I know.
saying no folly is more costly than the folly of intolerant idealism.
Yeah, that's true.
Yes. Share that with your friends this afternoon there, Vinny.
I'm definitely going to have to get a dictionary.
While you're sitting at the barbershop.
I mean, just what are you doing?
Just
What are you trying to prove?
He's just
Not
trying
expand his
to
mind.
What the
expand
hell?
his
You expand
mind.
your mind in more realistic ways than sitting around with a book of stupid quotes that make no sense to anyone.
Do it like the hippies did, man. A couple bong hits, your mind will be expanded.
Yeah.
I think he does that too.
Hey, I'm not mad at you for trying to better yourself. Everyone should be spending time. But this just seems ridiculous. Come on. Is John Lilly really here going to help your mind out?
I don't know he could. I don't even know who he is.
He invented the
John
lily
Lilly
pad.
doesn't know who he is.
He's inventor of the lily pad. Come on, we all know that.
I mean, it's better than reading like a storybook. I couldn't even get into a storybook.
A storybook?
Or, like a novel or whatever y'all call it.
Whatever we call them.
We adults call them novels. Yes.
It's a storybook, no pictures.
Storybook.
When you
Pop up.
When you hear the bell, turn the page.
Oh, jeez.
There's no scratch and sniff or anything.
It's not for me.
Oh my god.
This is big time.
Well, you can read nonfiction stuff, It doesn't have to be a story.
Yeah, a biography on somebody that you like.
Oh,
There you
jeez.
go. It's amazing.
I lose interest too quickly. I don't care.
All experience is an arch to build upon.
Ray Kroc, right?
You're stupid, Stephen.
All right, dude, here's your book of quotes.
Wow.
Go to town, baby.
Yeah.
Knock your socks off.
I will, actually.
Yes.
Do you feel smarter now?
Someday, Vinny the Pooh's going to have all these quotes at his fingertips that I'm not going to be aware of, Terry.
Yeah.
I'm going to feel insufficient.
Sure.
Make him a better DJ.
They're going to be all over it. Imagine his nighttime show that the listeners are going to get to listen to on a regular basis when he has all these quotes memorized, Terry.
Wow.
The ratings are going to soar.
Yep. Skyrocket.
That's what my goal is, actually.
Mm-hmm.
It's Quote Man.
I tell you, these nighttime players are in big trouble once you memorize this book of quotes. How are they going to be able to compete, Terry, with the man who's able to just spew out a quote on a moment's notice?
Yeah. That'll be stand back. Whoa.
Hey, you're on the right track there, buddy. Your book of quotes is the thing.
And the girl at the front desk will love it when you're sorting the mail.
Let me tell you this. I think this time next month, every 21-year-old is going to be walking around with a book of quotes.
Well, let's hope so. It'll
Yes.
help people's minds, body, and soul.
No! What, who said that one?
Actually, me.
Oh, Vinny the Pooh, 2005.
Already his own quote.
There he is. He's already starting his own quote book. See how it works, Terry?
Yep.
And we're making fun of him.
Yeah.
Oh, geez, what are we thinking?
The T-Man.
Relative if you a man. Drop it down to the floor if you a man.
I got it.
Oh, no, she ain't on. She's just a man.
These
so-called 4-foot rule banning lap dances at Seattle strip clubs could soon become law.
Oh,
the committee just forwarded the legislation to be taken up by the full city council a week from Monday. Supporters contend the law will cut down on drug crimes and prostitution.
Yeah, right.
But many of the exotic dancers and lawyers for the businesses involved say those criticisms are overblown and the new law
Lord, maybe you want to choose your words a little more carefully. What do you say there, big old football star?
Yeah. Easy does it.
I would think so.
Many of the exotic dancers and lawyers for the businesses involved say those criticisms are overblown and the new law will put them out of business.
Out of business, Terry.
Yeah.
We're getting closer every day that passes to this 4-foot rule being in full effect.
Sounds like it.
Because they're desperately hoping to end all the drug problems in town by instituting a 4-foot rule, Terry. I can see the connection.
Oh, yeah.
It's plain to see in front of your face.
It'll stop everything.
Oh, no strip clubs? I'm putting down my pipe.
Right.
Or help put the monorail up.
Right.
I don't really understand.
Oh, my goodness.
Where's the harm, Terry?
In the French Quarter. They have reopened one there as well. So
they opened a Deja Vu and a Starbucks. Perfect.
Yes.
That's what the people need. A little cafe. And
sure.
had a nice little grind session. There you go.
Apparently, there's no cover at the Deja Vu, and $3 drinks and $1 private dances.
Come on, baby, grind those beans. Come on, baby.
Steam my milk.
Double toe.
Oh, yeah.
There you have it.
You wouldn't think the women would go for $1 dances, though.
Well, they are.
Low.
Better than no dollar dances,
Okay.
probably.
Jeez. Gotta get started somewhere, Stephen.
Yep. Trying to.
They're building brick by brick in good old New Orleans.
Getting ready for Mardi Gras.
Now, of course, Rita's going to come over and just destroy everything, Terry, but fortunately, it looks like it's going to miss New Orleans. Is that fortunate, or I don't know, wherever it hits, it looks like it's going to destroy, man.
Yeah. Houston and Galveston, watch out.
It's extra uncomfortable for me, Terry, as I talked about, because my mom's name is Rita, and just seeing all these... I went to a website yesterday, I think it said something like, Rita... hardest blower this century. Something like that.
Hardest blower.
Something like that, yeah. It's like indicating that this is the sustained winds on this storm as it stands right now is like number 1 or top 3 of any of the hurricanes this century, yes. You think I need that, Terry?
Did you call your mom and let her know?
Yes, it was a very, very... fun conversation.
I bet.
Jeez. You ever had a major hurricane named after your mom?
No.
All right, then. You don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah,
walk a mile in my shoes, and then we can talk.
I know. I don't think I know of any hurricane bobbies or anything like that.
Ladies and gentlemen, we once, back in the day, had a member of the dysfunctional family call on a regular basis. She was known as Audrey, the chat line girl, Terry. And then about a year and a half ago, she decided she needed to find herself, as we all at perhaps one point in our life feel like we need to do. Right. So she got herself on the highway, thumb in the air, and she decided to see what the world had to offer her.
Right.
I think she made stops in Atlanta, Cleveland, East Jessup, Butt Munch, Iowa, Terry. There were a lot of stops on her journey. And then all of a sudden, she fell off the radar screen. Her family even phoned us, concerned about her well-being, wondering if she were dead or alive. Ooh. And unfortunately, we had no contact with our friend anymore. She had dropped off the map.
Yeah.
I must admit, I was very concerned about the status, the well-being of Audrey, the chat line girl. And now, lo and behold, for some reason, why this day she chose, I do not know. But after about a 6-month period of no contact whatsoever, I look at line 21, and there sits, on a toll-free line,
Wait, let me guess.
Audrey, the chat line girl.
Wow.
Hey.
And that's all you got after 6 months with no contact?
I know.
Do you know your brother, your mother, everyone that ever has loved you has been, like, filled with grief trying to figure out where the hell you were? Audrey, what's the deal?
Oh, sometimes people just got to fix themselves first. You know?
So you were in the fixing up yourself kind of mode, and that required no contact with anyone you've pretty much ever known?
I didn't want anybody knowing where I was at.
Mm-hmm. Now, did this fixer-upper period work out successfully, or are you as broken down as ever?
No, I moved to Florida, and I started doing music, and my music's already playing out here in Florida in most of the clubs. And Power 96 also plays it.
Really? So you have a song that's...
Really?
Breathe.
I was about to say, really? You have a song that's climbing the charts?
Yes, it's playing out here in the clubs. I'm not signed yet. I'm an independent artist, and I work for Chameleon Enterprises, and once I get signed...
But the most important part of all this is that you are now providing for yourself, and you're doing it well, or...
Oh, I'm doing it very well. I go on... Yes.
Off to a good start? Where do you fall in on your ability to provide for yourself, take care of yourself, all those great things?
I go out and I sell my CDs on the streets for $5 a piece, and if I sell 200 CDs in less than 2 hours, I already made $1,000 off my music.
Now, what's your style of music? What are you hitting people with?
Hip hop and techno.
Ah, nice combo there. You want to give us a couple of notes here? What do you want to hit us with a line or two? What do you got? Let me hear it.
Yeah, I said it to Dave. He can play it for you.
You sent it to Dave? No, I want to hear you do it live. Here you are right now. I don't need pasty to...
No, you like to hear it.
No, I want to hear... Come on, you're an artist. You got to be able to perform on command. Let me hear what you got.
Okay, do the beat to Another One Bites the Dust with your mouth.
Oh, jeez. We're going back in the day there. Okay, I think I can handle this.
Can you handle it?
Hopscotch, if you can help me out here.
Everyone, gotta keep doing it. Louder.
Shake that gangsta. Shake that gangsta. Shake that gangsta. And another one joins. And another one joins. Other one joins the game. Ooh, we're gonna pop our collar, teach you about game. Getting my paper in this game. I've been doing this since age 15. Keep it gangsta, keep it on the low. Gotta get my pockets right, then hit the door.
Yes.
Shake that gangsta, shake that gangsta thing.
Yeah, nice job. Ready to buy it. Yes, here's $5. I'm in. Give me a CD.
Yeah.
For those of you who just had their alarms go off in the past 20 seconds, I apologize. However, Audrey seems to be onto something here, Terry.
Yes.
She's found herself. That's what she was trying to do when she left town, thumb in the air.
True.
So do you pay Queen for that or anything like that? I mean, do you have to pay royalties back for using their song?
I already sent my paperwork into ASCAP, and I'm totally fine.
Oh,
right now, I'm just waiting to get signed. And
Stephen, Freddie Mercury is not going to be shortchanged.
Right? I don't think so.
Ice, man. They don't play.
Mm-hmm.
Wow. Well, it's good to hear her voice. And,
yes, it's good to hear that you're doing well, Audrey.
Tell your brother to quit emailing me. You guys are there.
Yeah.
Yes.
And me too.
And tell your brother to stop emailing Hopscotch, he said.
Bad enough I had to go to high school with him.
Have you called your brother and your mother who were worried about you, waiting up night after night, waiting for you to call? Have you contacted them or no?
Yes, I just started talking to them last week again.
Well, it's a beautiful thing, Terry. She's back and she's better than ever.
Yay,
Did they give you the beats
too?
Stephen, that's not very funny.
Hello?
Well, I wonder if she let them hear the song.
Okay. Audrey, as I said, it'd be nice to hear from you on a more regular basis. All right.
And I will be calling in and checking in with you guys.
All right. And you can get together with Marie while you're in Florida.
Oh, yeah.
I sent you those pictures of topless Marie, right?
I don't remember Marie.
I didn't send you those pictures?
Okay, you did.
Okay. Actually, it was full frontal Marie.
I liked it.
Yes.
Uh-oh.
Oh.
Watch out.
Easy now.
Watch
She's 60
out.
years old. Let me ask you this, Audrey. Now that you're in Florida and you're settled and you're trying to pave a way for yourself, is there a man in your life or no?
Nope, I've been single for a long time, and I just choose to be. I have not had sex for 3 months.
Oh, jeez.
Wow.
She's been dry
I'm
for
really
3
changing
months.
myself.
Terry.
Yeah, men sort of make me sick right now.
Oh, that's good. I mean, well, not good that they make you sick, but that you're mending yourself.
You think that's part of the road to recovery, Terry?
Absolutely. I give her much applause for that.
Uh-huh.
Yes. Way to go.
Good job, Audrey.
Well, if you ever start to feel horny, desperate, whatever the case may be as it pertains to men, I mean, that could happen on this dry spell in this recovery phase, Terry. There's always this guy ready for you.
And good morning, Audrey. John.
Hey.
Hey, how you doing?
Fine. How you doing?
Oh, I'm doing all
Terry.
right this morning if you bring me over damn beer.
Okay, he's still asking for beer, Terry.
Likes beer more than girls.
Right around now.
It is tough, I know.
The T-Man.
In New York at the OK Magazine launch party, hostess Jessica Simpson arrived without hubby Nick in a gorgeous green dress by a designer whose creation was easier to wear than to pronounce its name, as Tim found out.
I wish I could pronounce it right. L-A-V-I-N.
That is.
Oh, L-A-N-V-I-N.
Right.
I think it's Lanvin.
Close. Actually, it's Lanvin.
Wow, it's got to be great to be Jessica Simpson, man. Just make your career out of being a ditz. Most of the time it's real. Sometimes it's not. Who cares? Nobody cares. It's beautiful.
Yeah.
Nobody knows. Nobody cares. It looks good, and it's all we need.
Yeah, true.
Name one song from her.
It's got to be good to be her.
Mm-hmm.
Is that a name of it?
Yeah, I can't name one.
I can't name one song.
You can.
Well, there was that
Well,
one.
with you know, with the T-shirt on.
Stephen can name them all.
That's right. That's true.
Yeah.
I can name all one of them.
Oh, jeez.
All one of the hits.
Right.
These boots are made for what?
Terry, I see a pile of stuff on your side of the table. Why don't you share a little bit of that with us, please?
All righty. Well, remember Amber Fry?
Yes.
She's Scott Peterson's little side action, right? Well, I've got some interesting news about her coming out this morning.
Yes.
Apparently, the man who has been paying her child support for the last 4 years for her 4-year-old daughter.
Yes.
DNA has proven that he is not that child's biological father.
And he's been paying for the past 4 years.
And he's been paying for the last 4 years, $175 a month.
And the bastard finally wised up and got a DNA test after 4 years of paying.
I guess so.
Wait a minute. He finally found out after 4 years of shelling over monthly cash. What do you pay when you pay child support?
He's paying
he said, pretending like he doesn't know.
He's paying $175 a month.
Oh, that sounds like not a lot.
Well, it's not, but still, it's
That's why it's good to knock up these white trash girls, Terry, because you don't have to pay them much.
But yeah.
I got a friend that's paying like $10,000 a month to one woman.
Well, obviously your friend makes a lot more money.
Well, maybe.
That's how it's established.
Is that how it's established?
Yes.
$175 a month.
Income.
Well, I'm sure that was as strapping to him as, or more so than the friend of mine who pays $10,000 a month, Terry.
I'm sure was.
And now he finds out after 4 years of paying $175 a month, the kid was never his. There wasn't a month that the kid was his.
Never, ever, ever. Right.
Yes.
Ever.
It wasn't like December 03, the kid was his.
Right.
No. The kid was never his.
No.
That has just got to infuriate a man, Terry.
Oh, I'm sure it does.
I mean, very few things infuriate men, Terry. But this one, shelling over the emotional ties you feel every time you write the check, and then you find out 4 years after the child's born, 4 birthday parties that you weren't invited to.
Right.
And yet you paid for, and you find out that the baby is not even close to yours.
Not even.
Because if it's not yours, it's not close.
Right.
It's deductive reasoning. Terry.
Yes.
Obviously, he can now sue and get every penny of this back, right? And not only that, but he should get pain and suffer or some kind of damages and interest and stuff like that. That obviously is a slam dunk lawsuit as far as I can see, right?
No, I believe he cannot sue her for the back child support or for the child support that he's already paid.
That could not be right.
No, I'm serious.
Well, that has got to be the worst law in the history of laws then, Terry. You're telling me that he doesn't have a right to get this money back?
I don't think he does.
I think you're wrong.
Well, I could
You
be,
would
but,
know, though.
Well, but no.
If you're right about that,
I'm pretty sure it is because I think that men in the past have tried.
You're telling me a guy pays child support. 4 years.
Yes.
We don't need a hypothetical. We have a perfect
actual case
specific situation here.
Yes.
$175 a month. 4 years worth. And he doesn't get all that back in interest when it's proven DNA-wise that the child was never his?
No.
Well, that is like the most miscarriage of justice I have ever heard in my freaking life, Terry.
I think they could argue that at the time of the child's birth, everybody thought that he was the father.
Right.
And that he was the support for the woman and the child at the time.
Well, obviously, if it turns out he's not the child, then we have a woman here who was freaking around with multiple guys in a short span, and she's got to come up with Whatever the total of $175 times 12, 24, 30, 48.
8,400.
Oh, thank you, Steve.
Wow.
She's got to come up with 8,400 plus interest, and I would have put that money in a top-paying mutual fund that gives them 30% a year, Terry.
Well, I believe that will not happen.
Well, that just I always take with a grain of salt when all these guys call up talking about how all the laws are against them when it comes to child issues, Terry. Mm-hmm. It always seems kind of lame when they call up and say these things, and yet now I'm more on their side than ever, Terry. Mm-hmm. I'm more on their side than ever before. If you're telling me, and I'm not sure you're right, so maybe you're just getting me all worked up for nothing.
No, I believe I am.
I tend to believe you. These are the things I defer to you.
Mm-hmm.
But I can't believe that that's the case, that this guy is not entitled to get his money back?
Right.
But if you knock somebody up, aren't you going to get a DNA test before you open the checkbook?
And that is probably what the courts will say, is that's the reason you cannot sue, is because...
I mean, if it's your wife, it's one thing. You trust her.
Right. But the thing is that, you have that option
I gave my kid once or twice or 3 times over.
Angela, I'm sorry. We got to get DNA.
You have that option to
taking the baby out for a walk.
Right. To get the DNA to confirm. So, before any kind of child... And if she... And that's what her attorney, who is, Allred is her attorney.
Gloria Allred, yes.
You know her.
Oh, of course.
She's she's saying, she wasn't trying to, she was honestly thinking that this was the father.
Which basically, if you paraphrase, means she's just a hooker and couldn't figure out who the baby was belonging to.
They do say who the father is. They found out who the father is, and it is somebody, that owns a restaurant by the name of Porky's Rib House.
Oh, that guy must be rolling in it, Terry. She could have been part of the Porky's Rib House fame.
Oh, man.
If she would have just realized, if she would have remembered that she had sex with the Porky's Rib House owner, Terry.
Yeah, well, as a restaurant owner.
She could have gotten $178 a month.
Right.
Boy, does that place sound like it has good food?
Yes, it does.
Oh, man.
Nice
Porky's Rib House.
Yeah.
I mean, you can just go to any old rib house. But if you're going to choose between a rib house and Porky's Rib House, you got to go Porky's, Terry.
Of course. Mm-hmm. It's given.
Rib House.
Yeah. And, of course, they're claiming, I didn't mean to do it on purpose. I wasn't trying to deceive you or anything.
It just comes down to the basic fact that Amber Fry, although she did something that was much needed in the Scott Peterson trial, is a woman that is very white trashy. And that's just the way it is. And hey, I appreciate that.
If you're banging the owner of Porky's Rib House, you're white trash.
Mm-hmm. I doubt that if I was at a bar and Amber Fry made it very easy for me to take her home and bring her the ruckus, I would have turned it down.
Uh-huh. Well, you could be the baby's daddy now.
Well, I didn't, Terry.
Or did you?
I make sure to put on my Porky's Rib House a little bit there, Terry.
Right.
Before I get all intimate.
Oh, jeez.
Because I don't want to get all greasy now, do I?
Here's a wet nap.
Mm-hmm. Just the right size. Thank you so much.
It's hard to do that at a restaurant. It gets all over your face and everything.
All right, Stephen. Now, if the conversation turns to that, I would defer to you because you're the expert there. You know what? I got to open the phone lines here, Terry.
I bet you're going to find a lot of pissed off daddies.
Well, there should be a lot of pissed off daddies because I'm wondering how many guys are out there paying 4 years, 5 years, 100 years of child support and don't have the wherewithal to go get a DNA test or whatever it's required to do that.
Sure, quite a few.
Man.
Just like in the Gold Digger song. 18 years and you find out the kid isn't yours.
Wow, isn't that kind of fitting now?
Yeah.
Well, he showed Kanye West. He didn't get to the 18th year, did he? 1-866-663-T-MAN is the telephone number to call. That's a toll-free number, don't you know? We don't make you pay child support or anything. 1-866-663-T-MAN, and you are on the air. Good morning.
Good morning.
Mm-hmm. Oh, geez.
What's going on this morning?
Well, I don't think it's the time or the place to be chuckling right now when a poor bastard out there has been unknowingly paying a good part of his income to a woman who he had one probably night with, and she took him for a ride for the next 4 years.
Yeah.
Okay, look at it this way. You pay taxes, right?
Yes, I do.
14 years,
it depends who
you're going to be paying for that kid, and it's not yours. Because he's probably on welfare.
Who, the kid?
Who, Amber Fry?
Amber Fry's not on welfare.
She works.
Got a book deal.
She's got $1 million book deal. Do you know what we're talking about here? Do you know who Amber Fry is?
Yeah.
Yeah, she's not a welfare woman.
But that's a stupid argument anyway, even if she was.
Well, if he's paying $175 a month for child support.
Uh-huh.
How is she supporting that kid?
She's got money of her own. She had a job. She was just getting a little extra from this guy who believed the child was his.
And she's got a job and she's supporting that kid.
Yes.
Not every unmarried person's on welfare.
Well, I don't know about that.
Apparently, you think every single mom is on welfare, huh? You believe every single mom gets welfare or assistance from the government?
Not every single mom, but a person
not
who gets
everyone.
$175 a month.
That's
all he can afford. That's all he could afford. That is no reflection on what she's doing in the world.
Okay, so that you know she has a job.
She's a massage therapist.
Mm-hmm.
And
I work in the medical field.
Uh-huh.
Okay, and I see women and men who have jobs that are still on welfare.
Your belief is any woman who can screw a guy that only is capable of paying $175 a month has to be a loser and can't make an income for herself. That's your point here.
No,
that's obviously what you're saying. Yeah. That a woman who screws a guy who's only capable of coming up with that much a month in child support has to be a woman who can't take care of her own self.
No, you're saying she's trailer trash.
Well, she is,
right?
But that doesn't mean she can't make money.
She's trailer trash.
Well, there's trailer trash that doesn't live in trailers.
Yeah, there's a lot of white trash, in my opinion, that is outside the trailer park.
Oh, very much so.
Oh, okay, I see. So if she's outside
I'm
the
sorry to
trailer
mislead you. Goodbye.
Yeah, you're taking it too serious.
Of the day.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
All right, why is he still on the hotline, by the way? Shouldn't we free up the hotline for important calls like we get any? John. How much do you pay in child support, John? He has a daughter, Terry.
Yes, I know he does.
That's so shocking to
I
me.
know.
Now his baby's mom makes millions, and yet, for whatever reason, for one night, wanted this man.
Makes not a million, but she makes enough, 50,000. She can't come over and give me a beer.
Okay, John, how much do you pay in child support?
How much do I pay? I pay. Do you care?
Apparently, I do because I asked.
Well, when the T-Man asks, I must answer.
For a man who desperately needs a beer, he sounds like he's found something to tide him over, Terry.
Yeah.
Well, I was sleeping for a few minutes.
Mm-hmm.
I pay $294 a month.
$294 a month.
And are you current?
Yes, sir.
And you had the
Good job.
Well, when the deepest voice on the show talks to you, you often respond with "sir."
Sleeping for it. Yes, sir.
Yes.
I was sleeping for a moment.
And you can prove it with the return checks that you can produce for us, or what?
I can't prove it on the return style, but I can prove.
John, I think it's time. It's time that you can hang up the phone now and free up the hotline because I don't see Pasty heading out to get you a beer.
No, he really doesn't need it
I want
anymore.
Dad to come over and bring me a goddamn beer.
All right. Well, easy now. He's not. He doesn't seem like he's in motion to do that.
Well, tell him to go outside, stick a damn cigarette in his mouth, and come over and bring me a beer.
Okay, you know what? You might have had a better shot with one of your other instincts, which was to make a plea to the listeners who may be in your neighborhood to bring you a beer.
Good morning, listeners. Welcome to the T-Man in the Morning Show.
That's very well
I
done.
am in the area of Renton near Valley Medical Center.
How many people are calling the real estate agent to move now?
Stop out and buy me a beer. That would be 100% great.
Okay, there you go. There's a solicitation, Terry. If anyone is in that area in Renton, what area is that again now, John?
Right near Valley Medical Center.
Valley Medical Center. If anyone who's a fan of John is in that area, wants to go to their local Texaco or Shell or some convenience store, wants to grab him a beer and bring it over.
It's 1-866-663 T-Man. This is the number to
Why
call.
don't you just go down the hall and knock on your neighbor's door?
He's hoping that a fan of his is in the area and will want to come over his joint and bring him a beer. This is an opportunity for a meet and greet with John.
Wow.
So if anyone out there is interested, needs more information on this, and realizes they're in the area and wants to be the person for the job.
Just call now, 1-866-663
Yeah, you can call 1-866-663 T-Man.
Do you have stickers?
And Pastula Dave, the producer extraordinaire, will help you, direct you to where I am at.
That's so true, Terry. That is so true.
Since it's your day off, is this a day with your daughter today?
It's a day with my daughter, but it's a day without alcohol.
Okay.
But I'm looking for alcohol.
Okay. Well, it seems like
you found.
We'll put you down as a maybe.
Yeah,
on the visit thing.
Probably never seen her.
You're on the air. Hello.
That's my kid.
Hi.
Yes. Hi. Yes, you.
I was calling about the paying for the back child support. He can't get it back.
He can't get it back. That is like a ha-ha kind of thing that is just irritating. How can that be? Where's that justice? How do you explain that as far as being all legal like, Terry? I'm sorry.
At the time that the child support is ordered, he has the right to ask for a DNA test.
If you're in the area.
Yeah, I knew it had something to do with
if anyone's in the area of Western, where are we?
I don't know, Elliot or something.
The waterfront, man.
Well, that is just, I'm sorry.
Because you have that option if you have, I mean, and some guys will say, no, I don't want to do it because they actually have to pay it out of their own pocket. And DNA tests are not cheap.
What do they cost?
They're about $1,000.
Really?
Yes.
It's like 10 payments.
So they're like, never mind.
Yeah.
I'll just, they figure.
And plus, they don't want to, if it turns out to be theirs, they don't want to have this bad thing hanging over it, I wouldn't think.
Oh, jeez. So you'd rather be kind of unsure the rest of your life?
Well, you'd like to think the people that you're with aren't whores. But it looks like they are.
Well, speak for yourself there, buddy.
Better not knowing?
Well, I guess. I don't know.
So when you find out it's not yours, do you pull the ripcord?
Oh, jeez.
Sorry, kid.
See you later.
Your mom's a whore.
Hey, Terry, what else is going on in the world, please? You got to change the subject.
Okay.
Yes.
I thought this was kind of interesting because it's not very often that the National Enquirer talks about President Bush.
Oh, jeez. They stay away from governmental figures for the most part, unless it's Bill Clinton. Yeah, go ahead.
But in this week's Enquirer, they are reporting that President Bush has ended his sobriety of 19 years.
Really?
Because this whole Katrina crisis just sent him over the edge.
The stress of Hurricane Katrina has caused President Bush to end 19 years on the wagon, according to the Enquirer?
According to the Enquirer, yes.
But we have President Bush on the line right now, Terry. Fortunately, I'm able to put him immediately up. Thank you, Mr. President, for joining us. Want to hear what he sounds like today, Terry?
Sure.
Good morning.
I'm the President of the United States of America, and Pacey LaDave refused to come over and bring me a beer. You know what, Pacey? Join my mom in a date and pop your dentures out also. Okay, bye.
Okay, thank you, Mr. President. Stay away from that red button over there on the console.
Yeah, the red phone.
Mm-hmm.
Not good.
Yeah.
Well, that's rather bold of the Enquirer to suggest that the Commander-in-Chief, after 19 years of being what one would believe clear-headed thinker due to the elimination of alcohol, is now saucing it up again, Terry.
Him and Jim Beam.
They claim Jim Beam is his drink of choice, or are you just trying to be funny?
No. They say, they're claiming that Laura caught him taking a shot of Jim Beam.
Shot of Jim Beam.
Yeah, baby.
Well, if they're reporting that Laura caught him taking a shot of Jim Beam, that doesn't mean he hasn't been taking a shot of Jim Beam for the past, 6 years, 5 years he's been the president, Terry. Shot of Beam, shot of Beam, shot of Beam.
19 years on the way.
He's got good taste.
Yeah.
Jeez. Not even Jack Daniels.
Yeah, Pastel, I'll cancel that order. I want a shot of Beam. Man. Stephen, your thoughts?
Just trying to get closer with his daughters, I guess.
That is nice.
Well, I'd hate to have him go 19 years and then fall off. That would be bad.
Not good.
So what does that mean that Rita's going to do to the old press there, Terry?
Whoa.
Mm-hmm. Michael Moore's writing the script that he's a full-blown heroin addict right now.
The T-Man. Power.
Eric Powell. A dramatic scene unfolds in the skies above Los Angeles.
A JetBlue plane had to make an emergency landing after the landing gear broke. Take a look at these pictures.
Right.
The plane flew around for hours and dumped fuel into the Pacific Ocean before it attempted to land. Eventually, the plane landed safely at LAX and no one was hurt.
Yes.
We will have more from the passengers who lived through it a little bit later in our newscast.
Yes, we will. Terry, did you watch this live? Were you aware this was going on?
Yes.
This is a huge news story. Probably bigger than it might have been ordinarily, because there are emergency landings, not all the time, but they happen. But this is the first one I ever remember being covered live for such a long period of time on the news networks like this.
Right.
I've never remember seeing 3 hours of coverage of the plane circling and then ultimately landing, and fortunately landing in a safe fashion. You didn't see any of it? You were busy? You were doing what?
Well, I actually saw footage of it, yes. I didn't
But
see
you didn't
it
see it live?
No, but
yeah,
I
they
did
showed footage all night long.
Yeah.
And I'm saying it's getting extra coverage than it would have. It still would have been a story, but not this massive a story if they didn't have all that live footage that they showed.
Right.
And what's interesting is JetBlue is like the only airline that has a TV in every seat, as we mentioned earlier, Terry, so that the people on the plane were just sitting there not knowing if they were going to live or die.
Right, watching their own
and
fate.
somebody is like in row 3 going, "Hey, everyone, they're covering our deaths live. Hey, you want to turn on MSNBC here?
Yeah, check it out.
Yeah, we can watch ourselves die live on TV.
Hey, that's me, that's me.
Right.
And it's not like the captain can get on there and lie or anything, because they're watching and they're like, oh no, we know it's the landing gear's all screwed up.
That was unbelievable.
Yeah.
Yeah, the wheels don't work good going that way.
And kind of like you sat and watched OJ driving down I-5 for a good 4 hours, you sat and watched this thinking that you could be watching a plane crash in live, real time situational deal.
Thankfully not.
Pretty risky to cover that live. I mean,
Yeah.
it is.
200 deaths right in front of everybody's face.
I think they just believe that people can take that at this point. We've been so just trained to see so much devastation on TV that they think people are ready to see a live plane crash now. Wow. It's not like they turned off the camera on the plane as it was landing thinking, okay, people might be seeing a live plane. They were ready to show it.
Yep.
And I think that's what people were sitting there waiting to watch.
How disappointing then, huh?
It might have been a situation where many felt like they were shortchanged. I invested 3 hours in this, and that plane just landed safely like that.
Right.
That may be the way people's minds work these days.
Could be.
It's like a movie that had no ending. Or at least not the...
ending that they wanted.
You watch a movie, you expect some explosion, you expect some...
Right.
And that's what it was.
Yeah.
Fascinating.
Everybody's safe.
Mm-hmm.
That's good.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, too bad Jerry Bruckheimer wasn't involved. He'd have made it blow up.
Oh, it is. First of its kind. Expect many more in the future. That I can tell you. Once the floodgates spring open, here comes all the fun.
Yeah. Does it make you nervous to fly?
Oh, jeez.
When you see stuff like that?
Well, the way it ended, maybe it reassures people that tragedies can be averted like that, Terry. I mean, how does JetBlue coming out smelling this morning? Do they look bad that their landing gear was all twisted like that? Or do they come out looking good that this pilot of theirs was able to salvage the day there? Salvage all those lives.
Yeah, they're looking good, I would say.
Well, their stock's down a lot.
Well,
so maybe that's
down,
not the overall impression. I mean, yes, there was a damn good pilot on there, but who knows if you're going to get that luck when you're on the airline. I'd rather the equipment be kind of settled in the right fashion.
Right, true.
I don't know if I want to fly in a plane whose wheel comes 3/4 sideways.
Right.
It happens when you buy Airbus.
Oh, jeez.
And then all of a sudden the pilot comes on and says, "This is John." And you're not feeling too assured.
That's true.
So that's perhaps why JetBlue stock is down this morning.
Yeah.
Is it still down, Stephen?
I'm not sure.
You want to check that for us?
I will try and do my best to make that happen.
I think the symbol is JBLU. Whenever you're ready.
Okay, well, I guess I have to figure out how do you do it? Where do you look?
Pasty's already raised his hand.
Okay, well, he probably looks at
Yes,
stocks.
Pasty.
Well, I at least know the site to go to here.
Uh-huh.
You said JBLU?
That's what I think. I'm not 100%, but I don't own the stock. I'm glad.
Yeah.
I don't know any airlines.
It is...
Yes.
Down 1.31%. Down 0.34.
Mm-hmm. All right, that's not too bad.
It's down.
It's down, but
Still down, right.
it's not like it's crashed or anything.
Whoa.
Oh, man. All right. 1-866-663-T-Man is the number to call back to the phone as we go. You're on the air. Hello, yes.
Hi, I just wanted to comment on the child support issue you guys were talking about.
Okay.
Washington State, the law entitles women to child support if a man who isn't the father has lived with them for a period of a year or more.
Anyone follow that? I really wasn't listening.
He's saying that if, let's say, you live
Even
with
if
your
it's not
girl,
your kid and you live with her, you got to pay.
Yeah.
Right. All right.
In a nutshell.
That's good.
which is pretty unfair, too.
All right.
But they know that going into it.
Mm-hmm.
So just wanted to let the men out there know that if they're living with a woman that has a child, that they need to be aware of that.
There you go. Man warning his fellow men.
Mm-hmm.
Nice job.
Sounds like he may have gotten caught up.
Doing his part in the fraternity, Terry.
Yeah.
I'm just glad to know that women like Amber Fry, who's not a bad-looking woman, even though she may be a little white trashy, Terry,
right.
she's screwing multiple men per month.
Oh, yeah, that's pretty cool.
And without protection.
Oh, yeah, my favorite part.
Yeah, she's letting all these dudes raw dog her, Terry.
Oh, man.
She was, like 22 at the time?
Yeah, probably.
Looking pretty good, massage therapist, letting multiple guys raw dog her a month to the point where she doesn't even know who the real father of her child is. That's pretty cool.
He's going to buy her book now.
Even the Porky's guy, wow.
Yeah. Hey, the perks are endless.
They're on the air. Hello.
Hey, T.
Yo.
Hey, T.
Yes.
My question is this. Can she go back on the Porky's guy for back child support for the 4 years?
Oh, that's interesting.
Well, if she's able to keep all the money she got up till now, which is absolutely absurd to me.
Yeah.
But we've pretty much established that's the case.
Mm-hmm.
Then she cannot get back money from the Porky's guy, can she?
I don't know about
the Porky's guy's having a tough enough time keeping the lights on in the rib joint, Terry. Now you got to inform him that he owes 4 years of child support?
Can I pay you in potato salad?
Yes.
Yeah.
She'll take it.
So will Steven.
And so will Steven. You're on the air. Steven will take 4 years of potato salad to anyone who offers.
Man.
You're on the air.
That's crazy.
Hello.
And cornbread.
Oh.
Hello.
Hello?
Yes, hi.
Hi, I just wanted to make a comment about the child support thing.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. I just wanted to say that, I'm a single mom.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. And,
No. I said, mm-hmm. Yes, you're coming along nicely. You're coming along nicely, baby, yes.
Anyway, I just want to say, I'm a single mom, and I haven't gotten child support yet. I'm only making $11 an hour, and I have a brand new car, and, my child and I are doing just fine. However, hypothetically, if I found out that the child of my son was not actually the father, in which he is, but every month I would pay exactly what he paid me. And I think that's only fair because...
No, you wouldn't. I mean, you're talking all righteous now because it's a hypothetical. Right. But if it actually happened to you, you would absolutely not do what you're saying you would do. So why come on the air and lie to us and waste valuable show time? I'd rather just sit here going, back and forth with you.
No, I think that she should. And being a massage therapist, she makes about $60 an hour.
That is. I believe that you feel that way right now. But if you were Amber Fry and the letter of the law spelled out that you're not responsible to give the money back, you wouldn't do it. Neither is she going to do it.
She's just going, hey, stupid you.
She's going to say, hey, I didn't make the law. That's the law. And I'm entitled to this money that I sucked out of this guy because he's a dunce and didn't get the DNA test done. And I'm going to keep it.
I don't know. I guess I just have a different conscience that wouldn't sit well with me.
No, you don't have a different conscience. That's what I'm explaining to you. You're thinking right now you'd have a different conscience, but if it was actually you in this situation, you wouldn't pay him back. You really believe you would?
I believe I would. Yes.
What are you wearing?
I believe I would. That's just me, though. I guess I don't know.
What?
Anyways, I just wanted to give my 2 cents.
What are you wearing?
No, it's an important question because it would help us know more about her.
Roll out potato salad, shut up!
Man, single mom's like guy's named Porky. I'm coming over.
What are you wearing?
What?
What are you wearing this morning on your way to your $13-an-hour job? What?
A business suit.
You have to put on a business suit for a $13 an hour job? $13 an hour job isn't that bad, by the way.
No?
Yeah.
It's not tragic.
Well, and she did say that. She said that her and her daughter are doing fine.
Well.
Yeah. And she doesn't even get any child support.
What's minimum wage right now? 7?
7 something, yeah.
Really? That's good.
I know.
The highest in the nation right here.
Yeah.
Washington State?
I believe so, yes.
It differs by state?
It does.
$2 in Arizona.
What do you do?
What do I do?
Yeah.
I'm a loan officer.
Oh, I bet you are, baby. A lot of guys hit on you at work or what?
Fair amount.
Fair amount? What's a fair amount?
I work in a hospital, so you get a lot of those doctors that are thinking they're all that, and, you know, oh, she's cute, I can, you know.
So do they hit on you, like, bluntly, or do they try to be a little sly? Do they make it clear that they're hitting on you?
You get it all.
Oh,
I
bet you do.
Every kind, huh?
And I also do promotions and stuff. So
Oh, like be a Jaeger
like
girl after hours?
Oh, my
Code
gosh.
for Jaeger girl, really.
Now, after
I'm a model chick.
When you say you get your fair amount of being hit on, what is that like once a week a doctor comes up and hits on you?
Day.
Every day?
That's a fair amount?
That's more than a fair amount to me.
I would say so.
If I'm a girl, I'm real happy about being hit on every day by a different doctor.
And you were just hitting on her, too. What are you wearing?
Now, how many of these doctors do you flirt back with? Fair amount.
None, because they're old.
You flirt back. Well, why do you have to think about it if it's none?
Because there was one that was only 30, and he was cute.
Mm-hmm. So you may have given him a little more leeway. You may have given him a little more leeway in flirting with you?
Yeah.
Do you think he knows you have a kid? Oh, geez.
What's that?
Does he know you have a kid?
Yeah.
You think he would just...
I have pictures of him all over my desk.
Really?
Wow. Still get hit on.
Well, maybe the doctors realize you have no rings on and you have a kid, so they might speculate that you're easier than the average worker in the hospital. Would that be fair or no?
Would it be fair if what?
If they thought that.
No.
Would you blame them for thinking that, or
I
you
wouldn't blame
wouldn't?
him for thinking it, but
But it's not the case, and it's unfair to believe.
it's unfair to believe. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Why do you tell everybody he's your nephew, then?
Are you...
Oh, Stephen, jeez.
So you're basically telling us, or are you not? I'll ask the question. Are you easier than the average girl?
Am I what?
Are you easier?
Am I easier? No.
Oh, no, you're not.
No. I'm okay with one child right now. I don't need any other.
So you're very difficult to break down these days.
What?
You're very difficult to be broken down these days. A guy is not very easily able to have sexual intercourse with you in this day of ours right now.
No.
In the past year, how many men have you allowed access to your vaginal crevice?
2.
Whoa! 2 men. Were these men that worked in your facility, or they were not work-related whatsoever?
Not work-related whatsoever.
Well, how did these lucky guys meet you then? Match.com.
Well, one was my ex-husband.
Well, that doesn't count. Does it count?
Okay.
All right.
What was your cousin?
The other one was
Her ex-husband.
Oh,
ex-husband.
Jeez, you freaks.
Somebody trying to tell us, Stephen. Yeah, go ahead. And the other one was?
Too.
And the other one was? My ex-husband's brother. Your boyfriend?
current boyfriend. Yeah.
Oh, you have a current boyfriend?
Yeah.
How's that working out?
Very, very well.
Wow, she almost purred that, Terry.
I know.
You hear her purring?
I did.
How long you been seeing this? How long you been seeing this guy?
2 months as of today.
Oh, happy anniversary.
So it's rather, it's rather new, wouldn't you
Happy
say?
2 months, yeah.
It's rather new then, and fresh, and fun, and all that stuff that.
So she gave it up pretty quickly then.
New relationships and not old ones. So.
Why do you say she gave it up real quick, Stephen?
Well, I mean, they've only been going out for 2 months now.
And you think any sex inside of 2 months is real quick, Stephen?
Well, she said that it's a lot harder to break her down. So what's the time frame?
Stephen,
it was a month and a half.
So just 2 weeks ago, you had your first sex with this new boyfriend of yours.
Yeah.
And that's why she's purring, because it's very good now.
And how many times have you had it since then? Oh, at least 100, female.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
Make it up for lost time.
How many times have you had sex since you finally broke down 2 weeks ago? How many times have you done it since you got started there with the boyfriend?
I'd say every other night or so, give and take.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
Was your last time your best performance ever, or no?
What's that?
Oh, just the last one. What was it? Last night or the night before? Was it your best performance ever? Or?
Yes, it was actually.
Oh, I
gave herself a standing O.
I had a feeling, Terry. I could feel these things. She was riding like the best cowgirl you've ever seen, baby.
Yeehaw.
People care about their performances?
Yes, they do.
Wow, that's great.
Sure. You don't think they do?
It's the most important thing in my life.
Really?
Mm-hmm. Was it good for you, or?
It was good for both of us.
Really?
Unless he's lying.
Did you climax together?
One of the times, yes. The other time, no.
Man,
and the other time...
More than one time?
Yeah.
Oh, man.
Did he use a condom? No!
Oh, wow. Tough
I thought you didn't want any more children.
No.
Right now.
Theoretically, Terry.
Theoretically, right. I gotcha.
Yeah, on paper, I don't want any more.
So he raw dogged you.
Oh.
You would think a guy dating a single mom in the first month of a relationship would wear a condom.
Are you on contraception?
Yes.
But that doesn't prevent you from any STD oogies that he may be carrying, you're aware, right?
No, I guess not.
I feel like the back of your pillbox.
Okay.
How do you spell oogie?
Well, hey, I love you, baby. I'm glad you're out there. I'm really glad you're out there. It inspired me to become a doctor. I'm going to medical school, Terry.
Wow.
Just so I can hit on this baby.
Oh, my goodness. Why don't you just ask her where she works and go on up there? Pretend you're sick.
Still easy. It's still easy, Terry.
You got the scrubs on with the hole in the crotch today.
Oh, just by coincidence. Yes, I'm looking down your right.
Buttless scrubs.
How old are you? How old are you?
23.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
That's all the
I
right
know,
things,
I'm
huh?
young. The ex was in the military.
You're not that young. Don't be so... Your ex was in the military?
Yeah.
Check us in the mail? All right.
Oh.
Thank you,
What?
I don't even know what that means. Thank you for the call.
You're welcome.
Take care, baby.
Have a good day.
Bye.
Yeah.
You too.
Well,
Bye.
so is tonight the night or tomorrow?
Tonight will probably be the night.
Tonight with your new boyfriend. Okay, I'll be thinking of you. I'll be thinking of you.
All right. Bye.
Why?
No, she said
No, I said bye.
Oh, bye. Because I told her why, Terry.
Oh, I don't want to know.
That would have been a better question.
No. That's all right.
You want to know why?
No.
You don't want to know why?
No.
I want to tell you why, though.
No.
Oh, jeez.
No.
Don't you want to know why,
No.
Terry? Come on. I know you want it.
No, I don't.
You want to know why?
No.
I want to tell you, though.
Don't.
Oh, jeez. All right.
The T-Man.
All right, sing. Don't you wish your girlfriend was
Terry.
Yes.
I am just looking at the text pages for the first time this morning, don't you know? Why do you react like that? Why are you already sighing? Why are you already giggling? What's your problem?
They just crack me up.
Oh, geez. Well, they roll in, as you know, at the text page number of 97373. He would be...
Really?
Yes, that's right. That's 97373. He would be. Okay. At 8:54 and 59 seconds, somebody writes, Stephen Kilbreth has lost the elasticity in his anus. That's not very nice.
Wow. Wow, what kind of jackass would put that, I wonder?
At 8:42.
I wonder.
That's good, solid humor.
At 8:42.
Oh, my God.
And 27 seconds, somebody writes, T-Man, I pay child support, and it's the worst thing in the world. Wow. Strong statement, Terry.
Yeah. Sure, a lot of fellas out there feel that.
I don't agree that a lot of fellas feel that, Terry, because, I mean, the worst thing in the world is a pretty strong statement. And you got to acknowledge that most people who are paying child support have the reasons as to why they're doing it, because they made, yes, it was a one-day mistake, but it was a mistake nonetheless, or at least that may be their vision of it, Terry.
Could be, yeah.
So I don't think many people see it as the worst thing in the world.
Well...
Unfortunate thing, and perhaps.
Yeah. Well,
and maybe some people feel absolutely great about it, Terry.
Yes, I'm sure there are
Maybe
plenty.
for every person who feels it's tragic that they have to do it, there's just as many guys who can't wait to write that check, knowing that every last dollar is going to go to that child.
Very well could be.
Yes. Let's see here, at 8:35 and 0 seconds, T-Man, your taste must be way off the radar because Red Eye sucked. And it actually could have been much better.
Oh.
The movie they're talking about,
yeah.
Yes. I'm sure that's clear. Honestly, didn't I make it clear that I acknowledged that the movie Red Eye sucked?
Yes.
And even though I acknowledged it sucked, I was still entertained.
Right, and that's all that matters to you.
I actually thought the first 45 minutes or first hour were actually pretty good. The last hour was laughable, but I was still entertained.
Sure.
It's like the worst villain ever in movie history. This guy running around chasing Rachel McAdams all over L.A.
Okay.
Or Miami. 8:34 and 53 seconds. Every passenger on that JetBlue plane should have kissed that pilot. I'm sure the pilot would love that. Save your kisses. Give me the real stuff. I deserve it. I did, Terry.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, there is certainly a very easy case to be made. That a couple of turns this way, a couple of steers that way, and everyone on that plane could have been toast, right, on live television.
Mm-hmm.
So you don't think that this pilot's deserving of more than a little kiss on the cheek?
Oh, jeez.
8:34 and 6 seconds. Somebody writes, Hotshot has mud butt and attends the Church of Stinky Boo Boo.
Wow, man.
This is why I love the text pages, Terry. It's the creativity like that.
Oh, absolutely.
Right.
I'd like to find just that one, too, that we're going to call back.
It is 8:33. Let me know when that happens, by the way. I should give you a little bell, Terry.
Oh.
I'm going to give you a little bell starting tomorrow. So.
Well, I like the elasticity thing.
Oh,
with Steven. I think maybe we should call that
8:33 and 4. Well, that's why you'll have a little bell. So, but from now on, when I read the text pages,
yes,
since that was the first one, you'd have to ring the bell right there, and then I wouldn't read any more text pages.
That's true. Okay.
And you would be so unfulfilled because you love these text pages.
Right, I do.
8:33.
Church of Boo Boo is great.
8:30. The Church of Boo Boo.
Yeah,
it's Stinky Boo Boo.
Oh, Stinky Boo Boo.
8:33 and 14 seconds. Thanks for the effed up traffic report, Stephen. ... Dickhead.
Wow. Ding, ding, ding. Let's call that guy back.
Really?
Oh.
Well, I'd like to know if I made a mistake or led them astray. I would not like that.
Oh, yeah, you think?
You know, I'm not a rocket scientist, Stephen. However, I have a feeling that you might have led them astray this morning. But if you want to call him back, hey.
He dinged the bell.
He dinged.
He did.
Well, I don't want people to be mad at me.
Well, apparently it's
and you actually have a bell up there, a cowbell, damn it.
Oh, that's true.
Too late for that, Stephen. Yeah, ring the bell. Make it official.
All right.
Well, let me read it again, and then you can ring the bell, all right?
Okay.
Let me get the bell ready.
It is 8:33 and 14 seconds. Actually, let's go back one. 8:34 and 6 seconds. Hotshot has mud butt and attends the Church of Stinky Boo Boo.
Oh, like that.
Yes. 8:33 and 14 seconds. Thanks for the effed up traffic report, Stephen. ... Dickhead.
I like that one.
There it is.
That's a good one.
That was a good one. I like the whole officialness of it.
We're going to have to give him a less obnoxious bell, though, Terry. That bell's going to get really...
Okay.
All of the traffic reports were pre-recorded yesterday, so I don't know why they...
Do you want to handle this from the beginning, Stephen?
Sure.
This person is calling right from the 206, by the way, who left this text page, so I can't imagine how screwed up... Well, unless they were coming from...
Well, traffic's bad everywhere.
Your call has been
This week's been
forwarded to
horrible.
an automatic voice message
Yeah, whatever,
system.
don't make excuses.
20681.
I think it's making an excuse.
All right, well, they're not there, Stephen.
Stephen rerouted them through Pullman, that's why.
I don't leave a message.
So we're still good with the phone calls,
Oh, you
right?
wanted to leave a message, Stephen?
Oh, geez.
Well, I mean, it's kind of the coward's way out. He could email me through the website, and I could help him out with traffic. So.
There you go.
I'd rather them text page. Let's see here. 8:22 and 8 seconds. $1,000 for a DNA test is cheaper than 18 years of bitch support.
Wow.
Somebody writes. Now that's an unnecessary way of retitling it, Terry.
I would say so, yes.
But dead-on! No, I mean, just unnecessary. 8:18 and 48 seconds. The whole city of Kent is trailer park trash. And maybe now I must reconsider renting since I heard John on the air. 8:18 and 12 seconds. Somebody writes, Amber Fry is a massage practitioner that gives happy endings.
Oh.
I love happy endings, Terry. I'm a sucker for a happy ending, baby.
Oh. Well, call Amber Fry.
I got to make sure to tell my massage lady that I'm a sucker for a happy ending. Maybe she'll get the point.
Right.
Yes. Let's see if there's anything else that stand out here. What's wrong with women these days? They get away with everything. Is it a father's responsibility that he dated a woman who turned out to be a hoe?
Wow.
Yes.
Well, maybe you should get to know him before you sleep with him.
Yeah, maybe so.
Legally, the dude who knocked up or didn't knock up Amber Fry.
That's true.
Is it?
Is Winnie the Pooh single?
Oh, geez. No, he's married. We all know that. Now.
Tell Audrey to go back to the job where she's a whore because her voice is terrible.
That's not very nice.
And if you were listening earlier, Audrey allowed us a sample of what's on her latest CD.
Does the $5 CD include the happy ending? Is that the next one?
Oh, just
because you're buying.
If you're flying, I'm buying.
7:29, 24 seconds. T-Man, my wife, is the perfect example of the worthless skin surrounding the vagina.
Oh, my gosh.
Oh, jeez. All right, well, there's just a little sampling. There's just a sampling of some of the text pages that I've chucked into the station. They have chugged on in so far this morning, Terry.
Very nice.
Yes.
Love
and
those.
the text pages continue to chug on in, chugga, at 97373. Okay, back to the phones we go.
Oh, goody.
1-866-663 T-Man, you're on the air.
Hello.
Yes.
How are you?
Oh.
How's everything going?
Ah! I mean, do you really want me to take the time to give you a long-winded answer?
I guess.
Isn't it better to just go, and just move on?
Yes, it is, by all means.
Go ahead.
But maybe to satisfy him, he needs some big, long explanation.
Because I don't even really know how I am right now. I'd have to do a
Right.
self-evaluation. It would take at least a few seconds. I don't need this.
You'll have some prescripted, funny little witty comeback.
Oh!
That's it.
What's up, dude?
Hey. I was just thinking today, we got Bush who's drinking again. We got Amber Fry.
That's in this week's Inquirer, Terry?
Yes, that's what they're claiming.
Is it on the cover? Does Bush have the power to make the cover?
Well, I don't know if he's on the
Bat
cover.
Boy is
but-
drinking again.
Yeah.
A Bat Boy makes the cover and Bush gets the back.
Right.
So they're, but they're saying he's taking. They're saying he takes shots of Jim Beam, Terry.
Yes, yes.
Now maybe Bush in the day was a Jim Beam guy, but I'd hope he'd graduate to Jack Daniels being the commander in chief of the country here, Terry.
Yeah, but
Yeah, you would hope.
But hey, maybe Beam still tastes good to him. Beam can be pretty tasty.
He is from Texas.
If he's from Texas, what's wrong with Jack Daniels?
Yeah, I don't know.
All right. Well, we can sit and debate this all morning long. What else is going? What's going on, sir?
Well, I mean, like the lady that called earlier that said that Amber Fry would give the money back, or she would give the money back if she was Amber Fry. I mean, come on. Who's gonna take $178 and just be like, okay, you can have it back now?
Well,
I'm a hoe.
I immediately called her on that because I knew that she either didn't understand her true self or she just came on the air and lied. Now, I believe it was the latter. Or actually the former, Terry. Yeah, I get confused between those. And she just doesn't understand actually what she would do under those circumstances.
Right.
And she doesn't know herself well enough. It's amazing how many people have walked around this planet for multiple years, Terry, some over 20 years, and don't have any true understanding of their own damn self.
True.
Now, why am I so in tune with my own damn self, Terry? I know who I am.
Yeah. A lot of time to think about it.
Now, is Steven aware that he's lost the elasticity in his rectum?
I don't know.
I'm checking.
Oh, jeez. Ring the cowbell. Either way, Steven.
Oh, man.
I don't even. I think I've kind of seen some pornos like that. Or some women, Terry. Some women whose
Elasticity.
well, yeah, in that area, it's kind of like wider than it should be.
Oh.
You know what I'm saying?
Sure.
It makes me wonder what happens when they're in a department store and they really have to go bed. Do they have time to make it?
No. Oh, it's like a laundry chute, man. Just always open.
Oh. Well, then you got to be like on guard anytime you have any Mexican food, or you just got to sit and wait by the toilet, right?
You can only wonder about the big portly redhead in West Seattle.
Oh, jeez.
No chains for him.
Okay.
No wonder he doesn't leave the house. Sits in his own poo all day.
Okay. Oh, jeez. Easy enough. You're on the air. Hello. Although you're right. Yes.
Yeah, but it's sad. I mean, we don't want to
You're
talk
on
about
the air.
sad.
You're on the air.
You guys.
Hello. You're on the air. On the air. Oh.
That's not even working.
Somebody's there. And there's...
Would you speak?
Hello?
Oh,
Yes.
boy.
Hi, it's you. Good morning.
Who, me?
Yes, you.
I was calling about a couple of comments about the, I'm waiting forever, about the
Oh, dear.
guy that paid the child support.
So
the number one thing is
you were going to bring John the beer and just decided to drink it on the way, or what?
They're not always giving the option for blood samples. My uncle wasn't given that option.
So
the judge basically told him when he wants to do it. If not, pay the bill.
But you have the option. That's an option.
And the other thing is the guy has the option.
Yeah, so there, T-Man.
Taking the other father to court and suing him for the money back. That's an option he does have.
He has the option to do that?
Yeah, he does.
Well, Terry says even though he has that option, under the letter of the law, he's not going to win his court case. And Terry pretty much knows the ins and outs of child support.
Might be the only thing. I am an advocate, so I do represent some people on child support. I'm not an attorney, but I'm an advocate, and I have won a case like that in the past.
Where a guy paid... Wait, you want
$5 a month.
You want a case where a guy was paying child support, it turned out the kid wasn't his, and he got all that money back?
Right, exactly.
You must be a hell of an advocate.
It was $5.50 a month he was paying, so it was worth fighting. I don't know if $175 is worth fighting for, but
most people it is.
I mean, this day and age, yeah, money's money.
Hey, it's all relative, man. $175 to this guy could have meant a lot more than the $5.50 to your guy.
Right.
If I ever need an advocate, I'm calling you, man.
I hear you.
All right. What the hell's an advocate, Terry? I think I'm calling a lawyer instead of an advocate.
Okay.
I'm not a lawyer, but I'm an advocate.
Advocates are probably cheaper.
Does anyone know what that means?
No.
He's just basically fighting for the rights of the father.
He's the guy who pounds his fist.
Yes, he does. For
Single
his,
fathers.
Yes.
And he sits at the court table next to the guy who's on trial as the advocate.
I'm no lawyer.
Oh, no, Your Honor, I'm not the lawyer. I'm the advocate.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm not even an advocate. I'm just a fan.
Right. I don't even know how I got here. Advocate.
I heard there was lunch.
All about food for you, Stephen.
What else is going on in the world, please, Terry? Do you still have any stories left over there?
I have a quick story for you might be interested in. Maybe for your next career, you could apply for the in the FBI for their new porn squad. They're taking applications.
Yeah, I already have mine in there, Terry.
Yes. It's a new little squad.
We cite out locations for the next big porno. Is that what we do?
Yeah, pretty much.
And then we hire the staff.
Yes.
Yes. What does that mean?
It says here that the applicants for the porn squad should.
It's going to be another example of cracking down on porn, Terry?
Pretty much.
I don't need to hear about this this morning. It's been a tough enough morning, hearing how Amber Fry took some schmuck little yokel there for a ride.
Mm-hmm.
And this guy has no recourse to basically get his money back. The 4-foot rule is pretty much a few days away.
Right. Being approved.
I got pilots who saved 200 people's lives, not even getting kisses, Terry.
Damn it.
And now you're telling me... I find out that Hotshot's been attending the church of, I don't remember,
Sneaky Boo Boo or something.
Sneaky Boo Boo, but he's never invited me. And now you're going to tell me that the FBI is putting together a porn squad.
Yes.
Don't need it, Terry.
Oh.
All right, give me the quick details.
Says here that the applicants should actually have a stomach for the kind of material that tends to be most offensive to local people, like local juries and stuff, when they put them in front of court.
Terry, they not only have the stomach for it, they have other body parts ready for action as well.
But that's all I'm telling you is that the FBI is going to try and take away your porn.
Mm-hmm. Sound good. Whenever I could hit the center, that'd be great. Oh, there we go.
Oh.
He was born in the bayou.
Eating a ham sandwich.
With a golden spoon. With golden teeth.
I think romantic is just sitting down and what a like this.
He's a guy looking for Miss Do-Right. And in the meantime, f***ing everybody inside.
Yeah.
He's high on life. And probably something else, too. And now, the most romantic man in the land.
Just chilling.
He's the ham sandwich guy.
I say, well, whoa now, bam!
How are you, Hammy?
Well, see, man, I'm doing all right, but I much rather talk about my bust downs, but I got a better jump off to talk about. I want to let John know that he's a bitch, and everything that he stands for is bitch made, and I would appreciate it if John would stop calling me.
So John, realizing he's not being effective in getting Pasty Dave to deliver a beer, might have heard yesterday that you're very mobile these days with your bike, and he's been calling you over the past hour or so?
Well, Yes, he's been blowing me up. He called me. I said, John, I'm on hold. I'm about to be on the radio station. You know what I'm saying? Basically, I ain't had to say no more. He called me back several more times. And the last time he called me, he asked me to buy him a beer. I told him on the radio station, and he called me a bitch. And basically, I know he's listening this morning. I don't want to talk to him on air, but I do want him to know every time he called me, it's always drama. He called me one time, told me, screaming and hollering, Hammy.
I love when Hammy does impersonations.
Yeah, he's good.
Call the police? Yeah, go ahead.
He said, call the police because I got this N in my house, meaning a black man, but he said the N-word. And it's calling Hammy.
So he used the N-word. I've never heard John use the N-word. It's good that he saves it for people like the ham sandwich man who could really get extra enjoyment out of it.
Well, T-Man, the way John said it, it sounded very disrespectful to me, and it sounded like that he's a little racial. Not only that about John, I feel like John has been a friend of mine for a long time, and he has came at me a little disrespectful a lot of times, and I never blew up about it because I'm the type of person where it don't matter how much you do me stuff. Right. I'm gonna hold it in to the balloon pop.
And the balloon has officially popped as far as your friendship with John.
There you go. I want him to stop calling me, and I'm going to put it in. I wish that he better stop calling me.
So you're making it very clear, not only in friendly terms, but maybe like some very official and perhaps a hint of what may be construed as a threat, Terry.
Yeah, I was going to say.
Man, and this jump ball, I'm talking about every sticker word I just said. There's no hint. It's very straightforward and direct.
The writing is on the wall, and it's clear, Terry.
Wow.
John must cease and desist. He must leave ham sandwich alone ASAP. Cold turkey or deal with the ham sandwich consequences.
Yeah, you don't want to do that.
Who was in his neck of the woods yesterday?
Yeah, riding through it.
Hammy, would it be okay if John, who, lo and behold, what a coincidence, is on one of these phone lines, if I put him up and made sure he understands how direct you're being about this?
Well, with T-Man off top, I know he's on hold, and I have no conversations to tell him. I have no words to exchange to him because I know if it had to be a man to a man-woman, because he's mainly a man-woman, it'll be too much foolishness. So I figure by me talking to you, me and you can get things more on a straight notice.
And your comments are clearly on the record. There's no confusion about the way you feel. So why don't we establish that the ham sandwich man is not going to say a word? Okay. But I'm going to put John on the line to make sure there's no confusion in John's mind, because there tends to be confusion where confusion shouldn't be in John's mind, Terry.
Most of the time.
And T-Man,
yes.
I am perfectly cool with that, like a morning blue sky.
There you go. So ham sandwich is going to sit back and listen, and no matter what John says, the ham sandwich man has pretty much said he's not going to respond.
Right. You are going to be the negotiator.
And that's coming from the showstopper, better known as the ham sandwich man to the ham bone.
He is the showstopper, by the way. He is not overstating his status.
Okay.
Now, with the ham sandwich listening in the call-waiting isolation chamber, we now will establish a connection with John, who has lost his last friend. Oh, jeez. Ham sandwich man, he's whispering to someone. Hammy.
Whoa, now.
Who you whispering to?
Oh, I got one of my rounds standing next to me, and he said after our dispute is over with on the radio station, can I give a shout out to all my bust downs out there?
Your bust downs?
Yeah.
Making sure they're in line for today's activities. Is that right? It's like their wake-up call?
There you go.
Okay, do you want to do that right now? Get that out of the way, or what?
Okay, well, I'll do that right now.
Yes.
To all my beautiful red bones, my black and Filipino women, and all the women that's out here in the Seattle, Washington area that's in y'all homes and I can't get to y'all, me and my friend Jill would like to say good morning to all my bust downs.
There you go.
Shout out.
Gotta keep him happy, Terry.
That's right.
Breakdown.
John.
There's a bust down and a breakdown. Hey, Hammy, what the hell are you going with this story?
The ham sandwich has already made it clear he's not going to respond to you. He has nothing left to say to you. And John, he wants to make it clear you are no longer any friend of his.
I'm a very good friend of his.
No.
We do the bust down and the breakdown.
Right. Well, the bust downs, the breakdowns, as far as you and him are over, John. And he has made it very clear that any friendship that you may have believed existed is no longer...
Yes, amen.
It's no longer up and running any longer.
It's always up and running when the breakdown with the showdown with the ham sandwich man who's doing wheelies down Highway 99.
Yeah.
And
all right, John, you're not getting it. You're not, obviously.
No, I'm getting it.
This is why I had to put him on, Terry, because he's the only one who's not getting this. No, I don't think you understand, John. The ham sandwich man wants nothing to do with you.
Skateboard across your head, T-Man.
Oh, well, that would be quite the interesting little battle.
Quit talking.
Mm-hmm. Okay, it's your time to speak. Go ahead.
Oh, this ought to be good.
Hey, Hammy Sandwich, to the man.
Ham sandwich.
Are you still there, homie?
He's there, but he's already made it clear he's not with anything left to say to you.
When you talk, we unfortunately have to listen.
Oh, jeez.
Uh-oh.
Hey, Hammy, who are you talking to, homie?
He's not your homie. No. He's not your friend.
From your homie.
He's
right
not even.
Well, he was here last night. He spent the night after he rode his bicycle down Highway 99.
He's not even your acquaintance anymore, Hammy. He wants nothing.
He spent the night last night. He was a cool-ass homie. He spent the night, and he had a good night over here.
Now, I got to find out if that's true.
Okay, so
it is
you
true.
can ask
Hammy. Hammy would speak.
All right, hang on, John. I'm putting you back on hold. Hammy, I did my part in speaking for you. I hope I did it well as far as your interpretation of it. Hammy?
Whoa, yes. Now teach to the man.
Yes, I did my part in trying to make it as clear as possible to a man who's like, it's like talking to a wall. But I did my best in trying to speak on your behalf.
Well, T-Man, as a prime example, the way John displayed himself on the radio station, that just letting you know that I'm really not playing with him.
Okay, but John gave us a little nugget that was a little bit interesting to us in that he believes, maybe it's in his fried mind or whatever the case may be, but still, I have to find out the truth about this. He says you spent the night with him last night. Any truth to that or no?
T-Man, I slept by myself last night going through my cell phone, deleting numbers last night.
Okay, so he spent the night sleeping
by myself.
Solo, Terry.
Yes.
We're not accusing him of
nowhere near John's place, and he when he was not sleeping, he was erasing numbers in his cell phone. Now, why erase numbers in your cell phone there, Ham? You got some new ones to put in?
Well, T-Man, I was looking at my phone number, and every time I go through my phone number, my phone book to get numbers, I feel like that it just takes me too long to get through to the numbers that I'm looking for.
There you go. So it's a nice fall cleaning for you. There, I understand that.
There you go.
Yes.
And the bust downs that I did had in my phone, it wasn't working out too good.
Okay. So once again, John has lied.
Yeah.
Hey, I mean, you know what? You sat over here last night and says, I need to delete her. I need to delete her out.
Right. You didn't say that. You didn't say that before he talked about cleaning the numbers out of his phone.
I was trying to be respectful to him. That's exactly what's happening.
John, let me state it one last time. Let me state it one last time, John. Hammy may have been a friend to you in the past. He may have been a friend yesterday.
Hammy will always be a goddamn friend to me, all right?
He may have been a friend last year. He may have been a friend last month. He may have been a friend yesterday. He is not a friend to you today. Or any longer.
Why don't you take your goddamn stuffed up effing ass and stick it up, T-Man?
Okay, I'll work on that one. He's very distraught over
Hammy
this.
is not his friend anymore.
He's very upset about losing his last friend, Terry.
Back to the imaginary ones.
Yes.
Ham Sandwich Man was the last real friend.
Flesh and blood.
That he had.
Yeah, I know.
And even though he hallucinated over time they spent together, at least he was a living, breathing human being.
True.
Sad to make that up.
Now it's back to imaginary friends.
All by himself.
Yes.
Yeah, see if Kevin's still around.
Time to reinflate Kevin, yes.
The T-Man.
There it is. There's a lot more where that came from, Terry. During the Shellard Hard Old School Lunch.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Is that today?
Shelley told me she's got a lot of people calling her Shellard now.
I'm sure she loves you for that.
Some final text pages here. 9:33 and 7 seconds. Fat Shot Scott loves talking about hot beef products during the Taco Bell commercial. Why is that? 9:29 and 47 seconds. I will no longer listen to your show if you continue to have John on. I hate him, and hate is a strong word for me. Signed, Megan.
Oh, Megan.
If I had time, Terry, I'd put them both on together. 9:23 and 18 seconds. Vinny the Pooh needs a book of quotes from Hammy.
Yeah, that'd be good.
9:23 and 16 seconds. Can we have Hammy kill John on the air? Live, please.
Come on now.
9:18 and 6 seconds. Thanks a lot, T-Man. Now my 2-year-old keeps screaming over and over again, stinky boo-boo.
Well, don't let your 2-year-old listen.
9:14 and 57 seconds. That's never a possibility.
I know.
Go ahead, FBI, and take my porn. I'm just going to make some more. Where's my goat?
Where's my goat?
Is that Buckley or Enumclaw right around there?
That is. 9:11. 9:11. Steven, guess what? I just found out that someone you used to mess with has AIDS. But don't stress. I just saved 25% by switching to Geico.
Wow.
Oh, what's that, Terry?
That's my buzzer.
That's your new, oh, geez.
That's my buzzer. Let's call that person.
That's what you call it now?
Yeah.
Okay. You know, I told you to get a bell, Terry. But
I know, but this is the best I can do. And Steven has the bell.
Pretty big vibrated buzzer you got over there.
Double-headed buzzer.
Wow.
Phew. Hold on a minute.
Terry, if I call that person back, then I won't have time to tell you that on Saturday, from 3 to 5 p.m., Hopscotch Scott, better known as Hot Shot or Fat Shot Scott, he's going to be at the Taco Bell in Kent on 104th Avenue working the drive-thru.
That appearance not going to help the Fat Shot part.
Working the drive-thru, Terry.
Cool.
Yes, it's pretty much a lateral move from this job. He'll be working the drive-thru from 3 to 5 p.m. in Kent.
Nice.
So if you're in the Kent area near 104th Street or 104th Avenue, there's no reason not to go down and get a Taco Supreme. And when you look in the window, with the paper hat on, there will be Hopscotch Scott.
Salsa on the shirt, sour cream on the corners of the mouth.
Now, that does not conflict over the weekend with Sunday, Terry. I told you about this yesterday. There's going to be a family walk for autism at Safeco Field.
Very good.
It all starts at 8 o'clock. That's when the registration begins. The walk is at 9:30. I found out yesterday, Terry, that someone who works in this building, I think he works in this building, he used to pitch for the Mariners, Bill Kruger, has a child with autism as well, Terry, to add on to the list of those that are now having to deal with this tragic situation.
Wow. He's going to be there, too.
He is going to be there?
Yes.
As I told you yesterday, the statistics are right in front of me on this piece of paper. It used to be 1 in 10,000 kids diagnosed with some form of autism in the 60s and 70s, and for unknown reasons, the statistic is now 1 in 166. From 1 in 10,000 to 1 in 166. No one knows the true reason why. Maybe one day they'll find out it's something as simple as microwave ovens. I don't know the reason, Terry. But there is some reason why autism is out of control, and it's about time that people become more aware of it than they are right now. And that's why the walk on Sunday, they can use your participation.
Oh, nice.
And if you want to participate in the walk, go to www.walknow.org. That's www.walknow.org. So Saturday, Taco Bell.
Woo!
Sunday, you're walking for the cause.
Yes.
And then you can have more than enough time to make it over to the Seahawk game.
There you go.
Because the walk ends
11:30 or something, right?
The walk ends at 11:30.
Oh, nice.
It's perfect timing to just head over and watch the Seahawks struggle. Wow. Probably win.
Is Fearless coming in?
Fearless is just trying to salvage his home in Louisiana. So, I'll see if I'll have some time before the end of the week, which is tomorrow, right? Yep.
Yes.
But
boy, tough to scream for help when you're a blind mute.
Blind mute. That's right. Okay. This is deaf and blind.
Okay.
But it's a mute.
Tough to blink at the helicopter.
It's a great point.
The T-Man.